Merkel Media.
He put it in park, threw open the driver's door, ran out the side of the car, across the front of it, and jumped right off the side of the bridge in front of me.
The only people that really pulled over were truckers.
He said, "We're going Hodge," and he didn't slow down. He went across the median onto the oncoming traffic, but where they could see him coming, they just got out of the way.
I noticed his plane was really low. He went right in front of us, hit the fence, and it spun around. 30 seconds more, he could have hit us.
And I went around that truck, and a guy stepped out from behind the truck and threw a piece of wood, and it shot through my window just like a spear and stuck in the back of the cab of my truck.
That's probably one of the stranger things I've seen.
Welcome to Hammer Lane Legends. I am Brian Merkel.
I'm Brian Shipper.
If you have a crazy or wild story you would like to share with us from the road, go ahead and contact us at hllpodcast@protonmail.com. Yes, I still read notes. That's hllpodcast@protonmail.com. Or go to the hammerlanelegends.com website. Hit the contact section. You can get a hold of us that way. Either way works for us. Just get a hold of us. Shipper, tell them about the voicemail line. Are you wearing your headphones?
Voicemail line. Short. Why we got? I can't. It's
right.
like, I need something to cover my ears.
Keeps you warm.
Yeah, it keeps them warm. Voicemail line leaves a short story, something crazy, wild, wacky you might have seen or participated in or was the cause of. 515-585-MERK, 515-585-6375. Leave your name and number in a voicemail. We'll play it if we get
We
any more.
did. We actually are doing
that
it
was
now.
the last show.
Yes.
That was the last show. So you're not going to hear it this
You
show.
won't hear it this. You won't hear it. Yes.
So
But
there's that.
right. But we're good. What else are you going to talk about, Shipper? Buy me a coffee?
Buy me a coffee. If you like what we're doing, you can follow Simba directions, buy us a coffee, keep us fueled, makes life happy. If not, thanks for looking. buymeacoffee.com/hammerlane.
Why are you on your phone?
Because it's just the way it is.
Did you notice he was doing nothing on his phone until we literally started?
Well, it was when Bank of America sent me the text saying they already sent my card, and I already know they sent the card because I ground the card up. Now I want another card, and I can't get a hold of a human to get a card.
Well,
Now you know my saga.
I do. And you know what?
We're gonna need another week off.
And you know what, Shipper? If you find yourself in need of any kind of preparedness stuff, like a new Bank of America card or 30-year coffee, 25-year food, whatever comes from preparewithhll.com. That's preparewithhll.com.
Oh, look at this. Oh, what happened?
Shipper,
Yeah.
who are we talking to today?
Gary.
Gary!
Kusan.
Hello.
Gary's
Today
in
we're
the
talking
studio.
to Gary. He is in studio with his lovely and gracious wife. It's nice to see you guys on Christmas
Hey,
weekend.
look at
Thank
this.
you so
Yes,
much
Merry
for coming
Christmas.
in.
Look at this.
Really is nice you guys
I got to
come down.
interrupt. We don't need tractors anymore, according to Elon.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's pulling the trailer.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
That is, you know what? I'd like to see that. I want to see
Yeah.
that in person. I don't want to see it in a picture.
Well, no, I'd like to get the new Tesla car, and I'll try it out for a bit.
All right. You did. Yes, there you go.
It'll be a lot easier when we go to the truck competitions.
Yes, it will. I thought you were looking
saying.
up stuff on Bank of America.
I'm done with them people.
Christmas
He's
shopping.
right. But yeah, I know, right? He's looking for his Tesla for Christmas this year. Does your wife know?
Yeah, well, she's looking for a new car.
Is she?
Yeah, but she doesn't know what kind she wants, so this is going to be a big process.
Well, I'm sure she knows what color she would like to have. Does she have
not
a
really.
color in mind?
No, not really.
No?
Well, yeah and no. No.
That's decisive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Well, I asked her, about blue, and she said, eh.
Well, you know
But
what?
then we saw a red car, and all of a sudden she liked the name, and she says, "Wait, she got to name her car." So I said, "So it's a red car. You call it Mater." Now she's hooked on Mater. So I don't know if we're hooked on Fire Engine Red or not. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I don't know. I figured it would be tomato red, but
I tend to call it pull me over red.
Yeah,
that's usually what it is. Yes. Anyway, Shipper.
Yeah.
Back to Gary.
Yeah.
Gary,
Hi.
how are you doing?
I'm great. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Thank
Happy
you.
Hanukkah.
It is good.
Happy
I'm really glad
Kwanzaa. Happy everything else that might happen. Enjoy the
And I brought
holidays.
her along just to prove that I'm not a loser.
You're not a loser.
Nobody said you were.
Ain't she good looking?
Yeah. What do you want me to say? Your wife is good looking? Now it's creepy. You feel me, bro? It is nice to have you here,
man.
Allison. It really is. Thank you so
This
much
is
for
gonna be a
coming.
winner.
It's going to be a blast.
Who's the other one?
Yeah, wait.
So I'm going to ask you the same question that we ask almost every driver that we have a conversation with. What got you into trucking? What made you do this?
I needed a job.
Isn't that the way it is for all of us? Pull that microphone closer.
I haven't always been a
You can
truck
pull the
driver.
microphone to you.
I'm good.
Okay.
When did I get this? Like 2014?
What's that?
The CDL came a little bit after the 2014. But,
Oh,
well, I started driving truck in the late 70s.
See, there's the truth. There's where it begins. That's the start of the story.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I was like 17 years old.
Uh-huh.
You know who what Roger Daltrey looked like in the 70s?
Uh-huh.
So did I.
And hair.
Yeah, when I had hair.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
There was a day that I had hair too.
Man after my own heart.
And when it starts falling out, you're just like, well, just shaving it now. It's at that point.
Right. So summertimes in between college semesters, Coca-Cola was a block from my house in West Bethlehem. Oh, that's another thing I heard last night. You guys,
Oh, you're out there you worked out by Austin. Get the hell out. You live in Bethlehem?
who's Austin?
Austin's Towing. The gas station right there.
Oh, yeah. That's on North Street's right behind it. That's the street I lived on.
Is that
That's the street my brother lives on.
On North Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to the road, right across the street from the Rosemont. Directly across the street from the Rosemont parking lot.
That's Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah.
No. On North, is the Rosemont bar, pub
Oh, I don't even know where that is.
on North Street, where like if you come down north and it bends to the, it
There's
bends.
a bar there now?
There's always been a bar there.
No, not when I grew up.
He would have been there.
That's true.
Now that's the wife telling the truth.
That's true.
Yeah, no, North Street. Right. That's the one. It's right off of Broad. It's like you Broad and then North Street is one block back.
It's
right?
in between.
No,
It
they
runs-
intersect.
No. Hang on.
No.
At 5 Points, they do.
Right.
You grew up in Bethlehem, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember Pulleys that used to be on that corner? It was a little 5 and dime candy store.
Yeah. Right at
Brits Tire, right across the street.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
Police, Brits Tire,
right.
Austin's, Coca-Cola
Brits
was right
I think
there.
Brits is
and
still
then-
there, or there's a
No,
garage there
it's
anyway.
now Joe's Tire.
Yeah,
I knew it was somebody's. I knew it was something there.
Yeah. Joe
yeah,
bought Brit.
Like where that traffic light is at 5 Points. There's that sidewalk. If you're on Broad Street and you're heading
Talent.
towards Allentown,
Right.
and you come to that light and you can turn right onto Pennsylvania,
Yes,
the road that's right behind that sidewalk on your right hand side.
it's North Street.
Yes, and that's where my brother lives.
Okay.
And that's where the bar is at. Like if you back up
Ain't
on
no
that,
bar there.
yes, there is.
All right.
There's a club. I know there is because we had my parents' 45th.
There is no bar
anniversary
there
there.
anymore.
No, there is really.
No, there's not.
They shut it down. It was a club.
They're never-
going on his phone.
I know he's got to do it again. He's going on the phone. Anyway,
This is the perfect reason why I have to.
my point is my brother lives
and
on
that
North
sidewalk there too. That didn't
Yeah.
used to be.
Street. No, it didn't. Right.
Google Earth. Here
that,
we go.
That really was a true 5 point intersection.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
So
at
it
one
was
time.
Market Broad, Pennsylvania, Kenmore,
Did you live right over there?
1741 West North.
Nice, dude.
He's right there by your brother.
Yeah, I lived on 414 3rd Avenue.
3rd Avenue,
Third
South
Avenue. Yep. No,
Oh.
on the north, on the,
Oh,
on the
3rd
west side.
Avenue,
Third
that's
By,
Avenue, yeah.
down there by
You-
Jack Jones Buick.
Yeah, Jack Jones Buick.
You live by Groman's. Bacon.
I did,
No,
yes.
one block up.
Yes, I did. And yes, I loved it.
Oh my
And I
God.
worked at Butchin's Market.
Was Groman's not the best?
Oh, they were. Oh, my word. Hands down.
Been trying to find the recipes. I can't.
No, I know. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's like the patio restaurant at Hess's. Can't get that
No.
anymore either.
Yeah.
No, I know, right?
It's too
Fast
bad.
for, I know.
So you ended
Life
up going to Liberty then?
Yep.
Yeah, so did I. When did you graduate?
86.
78.
All right, so you're old.
Holy shit, he's older than me.
I know. That's hard to believe because that doesn't happen often.
What's he telling you, Shep?
Calling him old is what I'm telling him.
Yeah, and our fueler guy, he grew up over there too.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Bob Simmons, the Fueler man.
Yep.
He's been on the show too.
Right in my neighborhood. Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's like, what, does everybody come from Bethlehem?
I
Works
don't
at
know.
Pitt?
It happens.
It does.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's Austin's right there. That garage, there's Coca-Cola.
Yep.
For those people, we're looking on Google.
I don't know what's in there now, but I used
Yeah,
to
I don't
walk
know.
to work in the morning.
Wow. That's nice.
Okay,
I'd like to walk to work,
geographically
but it would take me a long
speaking,
time to get there. So I'm not going to. I'm
Where
not
the hell
starting
would
now.
this bar be?
Let me see.
That's the tire place.
Yeah, but behind Coca-Cola
Yeah, that's
was
market.
Market.
I'm looking on Google Maps right now.
Please stand by.
It's your turn to take the show over, Shoot. So start talking.
Take the show over.
Ask
No, good.
questions. That's why I pay you the big bucks. I know.
I would like you to pay me greenbacks instead of big bucks.
Which is like some bucks. Doesn't even have to be big bucks. I like it at some bucks.
Have some bucks, man.
I'm like
I'd
an
like
80
to
bucks.
not be in the hole as far as the show goes,
I brought a 12-pack of IPA.
Oh, God.
which will help assuage shippers' lack of money. You know,
That's the best I could do, Brian.
Anyway, 79. Yeah, 79. I was 80.
78.
What did you missed that part? He said 78.
You know what? He was in school and my aunt and my uncle were there. They graduated.
You
70
graduated Liberty too?
They graduated 75. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, so did my sister.
I was on North New
Where'd you
Street.
go?
Parkland.
Who was the principal?
Oh, you're
when
the
you were
odd
there?
man out.
Oh, it was still Charlie Klein.
That's a
Spurk.
great
You
school
wanna hear
district, though.
Oh, Spurk, my favorite guy.
No,
We were the
Uh,
farmers.
that's true.
My
Very
dad
true.
graduated from Liberty in 52.
Klein was still there.
Klein was the principal
Yep.
Yes.
when
Charlie
my
Klein.
dad graduated.
Yeah, he was there when my mom graduated too. When my
I
mom,
think
my
he
aunt,
was-
and my uncle.
I almost.
He
I
was
wanna say
there.
He was there when I
Yeah.
when I was there, and then Mr. Saunders became the principal.
Mr. Saunders and I had
he was
many
a vice
meetings.
principal when I started.
Oh,
in
he was
ninth
in
grade.
the other building, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
And then he became the principal. Maybe halfway through my
You know, it's
my
funny.
time there.
You know that parking lot in there by Memorial? Like you could drive in behind the stadium and
Yeah.
park in there?
Yeah.
Saunders' office was in that Memorial wing.
In the gym.
He was a vice principal, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
over there by the rifle range.
So every time I got
Yeah.
sent to detention was frequently.
You just parked there?
No, he gave me my own parking spot.
You didn't get
You were there so often, you got your own spot.
He did.
Wow.
Spurk, on
Nice.
the other hand, he didn't like me too much.
And now you're a truck driver.
Imagine that.
It seems to go together. You know what I'm saying?
Liberty Dundare graduated a lot of truck drivers. Are you having a problem on that 3D
Yeah, I'm
map?
trying to figure out where North Street is at on here, dude.
It's not on that picture.
It's at the turn.
You got me. It's at the turd.
Turn.
The turn. Where?
You said it turns.
Yeah, I did.
We'll get back to the Bridge Tire there.
You want a funny Coca-Cola story?
Yes, I do.
You familiar with South Terrace?
Yeah.
So you know it well?
Well, I don't know it well. I know it. I know where it's at.
All right.
Let's not get carried away.
Now, back at the those days, Bethlehem Steel was still running.
Right.
100%, right? My job at Coca-Cola was, they called it a special driver. They would fill the whole truck
Yeah.
with one or a couple products going to one or two locations to fill these big weekend specials, you know?
Okay.
Every now and then when one of the union guys that had been there for 97 years would take a vacation, you'd get a route to run
Right.
for the week. So I had this route to run. They gave me 33 stops, and I'm like scratching my head. I'm a 17-year-old kid, 33 stops. What the hell?
Oh, son of a bitch. There it is, I bet.
But one of the older guys, he was pretty cool. He says, here's all you got to do. Just hit this right in this row. And he gave me the whole lineup. And
Yeah.
one of the last stops, second last stop, I believe, was South Terrace, little bodega. And when you go along, you deliver your product and then you start to empty those bays. And you start taking a crap like extra pallets and return bottles and
Right.
put them in one bay. Sometimes you forget to close the door. It doesn't matter, you know. But on that one bay, you're putting all the empty bottles and you got to make sure you close the door. So I come out of that bodega, put my hand truck on the truck, strap it on, pull the door down, climb in the truck, off I go. I'm in West Bethlehem and the dispatcher comes over on his forklift. Come here.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, what? I'm like, did I hit something? Somebody hit me? What? He comes over and he goes, what's this? And he's holding this little kid by his hand. That was in your truck. I said, what are you talking about? Apparently, the kid climbed in looking for free soda or something in South Terrace. I closed the door on him and drove him back to the plant.
Nice. You got your own personal lumper.
Hey, is this it? Is that the Rosemont right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
I told you it was a Rosemont pub. It's a little bar.
It was a bar.
Yeah, it's like a little club.
There's the bar.
My brother lives right across the street from it on North Street.
The gas station across the street, and here's Coca-Cola here. Right there.
It's the big parking lot. Well, it's not big. It's a little, but it's right in the middle.
Bar back there.
Yeah. That's why I told you it was a bar there.
Holy crap.
Oh, that was the old fire company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why.
Yeah.
It's still the Rosemont
I don't know.
Fire Company bar pub thing.
We knew it as the fire company.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we knew?
Because they actually had fire trucks there when I was growing up.
Yeah.
They were little fire
Well,
trucks.
that's
You say the
Bob.
size of that building.
No, we'll ask Bob. He'll know right where that is.
Of course he will.
They actually moved. That company moved down to be right across the street, right, like by where St.
Are
Simon.
you
and
evading
Judas.
my question?
Yes. What's your question?
How did you actually get into the trucking business?
All right. Long story short,
Okay.
He opened up the door, got his license.
did a lot of jobs, right, and then
Didn't we all?
2008 happened, and it kind of wrecked my business. Plus, I had some guys
What were
stealing.
you doing? What was your business?
You know, 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Yeah.
That was my franchise in the Lehigh Valley.
Oh, no
Oh,
kidding.
no kidding.
Yeah,
I had a lot of junk. I could have called you.
I got a lot of junk. I could call you.
I have funny stories from there too. A lot.
I bet you do.
But just like it was a perfect storm of stuff that I couldn't deal with anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
So I sold it to the guy who runs Lancaster,
yeah.
and it was just not enough money. So I went to work for FedEx part-time as a package handler.
Okay.
And then he got fed up.
And then they had this, like they were putting postings up, and one of them was for a tractor trailer driver. And I go, well, I can't do that. I don't have a license. Oh, we'll train. So I applied for it,
Yeah.
and I got it.
Nice.
So I got trained by FedEx.
And then you left.
Well,
How were they to work for? I am curious how they were to
Okay.
work for.
that was FedEx Express
Okay.
at the airport.
Ah, that was the van guys, the green guys.
No, the green guys are ground.
Oh, the ground. They're right.
And they're not.
Oh,
They're
so
not
they were
FedEx
air.
employees.
Oh, they're subcontractors.
I was a FedEx employee.
Okay.
When I left FedEx,
Yeah.
I was driving tractor trailer. I did P&D.
Ooh, got wobble.
I did distribution of P&D heavyweights. I obviously package handling, and I could operate every piece of equipment to unload the airplane.
Wow.
But could you fly the plane?
See,
That was his next step.
I was gonna ask, like, hey, can I post for a pilot's job?
Right.
You guys train me for that?
Yeah. I mean,
No.
what? Oh, that would suck. That'd be cool.
No,
You don't want to do that?
I would have loved to.
Oh, my word. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
They work like three times a month.
Really?
Yeah, they hardly do crap.
I work 3 times a month, too. I work Monday to Friday one week, Monday to Friday the next week, Monday to Friday the following week.
Starting next year, he'll have off the first week.
Yeah, and you paid your dues to get that, right?
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah.
So that's how you got it. That's the official story. Is how you became a truck driver.
That's when I got my CDL, yeah.
So where did it lead you from there? From FedEx? What happened next? What's the next step in your saga? The epic.
Well, I kind of got
Called Gary.
unceremoniously separated from FedEx because I had a dispute with one of the guys, some Syrian dude there. You know those little tugs that pulls baggage carts?
Yeah.
There's an access way that comes out to the airplanes, and there's a very strict hierarchy of who has right of way. Always airplanes. Any airplane moving, you get out of the way.
Right. Makes sense.
Any tractor
They're
trailer, moving, you get out of the way.
Right.
They're
Makes
bigger.
sense.
So I'm coming around, making a left, and this little tug guy he flies right at me in his little tug carrying baggage carts.
Uh-huh.
And I hit the skids. Jerk, let him go by. I went over, parked. It's like a portable dock on the airplane ramp.
Uh-huh.
And they would bring these cans over and you load your trailers and then depart from there. But they forgot my hazmat paperwork in the office.
How convenient.
So they asked me to come back to the office before I leave for Scranton. So I went to the office, and didn't I see the little tug guy that was smiling happy as a pig in shit when he went past me and made me hit the brakes. So from my Army days, you know, I lit him up like a drill sergeant. And they turned this into that I was workplace violence. I never even got an appeal.
Really?
Really.
That's workplace violence?
Apparently.
Well, I guess I better watch myself. Wow.
They said that I threatened to kill him, which I didn't. What I did was I said, what you did is a good way to get killed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if I hadn't stopped, they'd be peeling him out from underneath
he
my
would have been
tandems.
killed. Right, right. We're so sensitive today. You know what I mean?
You
How
said
long
it,
ago was
Lucy.
that?
Anyway,
How long ago was that? Like,
2017.
yeah, I mean, it's like 6 years.
Yeah. So what did I hop around doing then? Well, I ended up with a good one, though.
Well, you're here at Pitt, Ohio.
Well, yeah, I like it. I like Pitt, Ohio.
They are a good company.
I like it.
We
I
don't
ended
get
up with
paid
this.
by them yet.
I ended up with this company out of Reno, Nevada. They had a contract with Tesla
Oh, no kidding.
to deliver parts to auto body shops.
Uh-huh.
And everybody wanted these. They wanted New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Philadelphia. Take it. I don't want that.
Right.
They offered me Baltimore and Washington. It was a 6-day run. It was
6 days to go to Baltimore.
down and back on a Monday and
Yeah,
Tuesday.
6 days on the road. He's going to make it home tonight.
Down and back Monday and Tuesday, down and back Wednesday and Thursday. You stay over, like.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But there was only 9 stops on the run. And I'm going, why is it a 2-day fare?
Right.
Because Annapolis was on there. I don't know if you run the Beltway around Washington at all, but it takes
In a while.
a while to
Well,
get
you
to
hit that at
Annapolis.
4 a.m. You're in front
no,
of
but
it.
I did was
That's the hopeful plan.
The company was great. They let me call the shots on how to do this run.
Yeah.
And my first stop was Owings Mills, Maryland, which is on the northwestern part of Baltimore.
Okay.
Then you slide around on the Beltway to Gaithersburg,
Okay.
and then you hit Falls Church, Virginia.
Yeah.
A few stops. The southernmost was Alexandria. And then the last one you would stop in Sterling, Virginia, which is right where Dulles. Is it Dulles? Yeah, Dulles.
Dulles Airport?
Yeah. And then from there, you would go to Annapolis. 2 stops in Annapolis and home. So they had prescribed routes and everything up and down 83, obviously. And I was
Right.
like, I'm in Annapolis. Why would I go 83? Straight up 95. Right?
Yep.
Sounds
and
good.
I learned after a week or two that I didn't always have 7 or 9 stops on it. Sometimes I literally bobtailed down there with the box the size of a basketball once
Really?
on the front seat. I had 1 stop. That was the only thing I had.
Wow.
So the beautiful,
That's a nice day.
the deal was,
Did you get still take two? Was it 2 days?
$275 a day for 6 days. That's what I got paid.
Ain't bad.
They gave me a 73-inch sleeper Freightliner. It was beautiful.
Heck yeah.
And I had it at the end of my run there. They lost the contract with Tesla.
Ah.
So we all got laid off. We found out on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's nice. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
And Happy New Year.
Yeah.
All at once.
But
That's awesome.
no, they had a good company. It's just Tesla was messed up. I can understand why they didn't want to run for Tesla anymore.
Right.
But the way it worked out, I would leave 2:00 Sunday night or Sunday morning, Monday morning, be like Sunday night.
Yeah.
I could get to my first stop between 4 and 5 a.m. in
Okay.
Maryland. I could have everything done by 9 in the morning, and I'm heading back by 2:00 Monday. I'm done. I'm off Tuesday. Do it again on Wednesday. I'm done.
And you're making $275 a day to
A
work
day.
one day, every other day.
I work 3 days a week.
Nice. I could get used to that.
It was beautiful.
Oh my word!
It's
yeah.
like the chip place out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Diefenbach.
Diefenbach.
What was funny was
3 days a week
Yeah.
and all the chips you can carry.
Yeah.
there was one day, it was like August or September, early September, and I was coming to work, and one of my buddies, I got him a job over there because we were both working at Iron Tiger down by Mac.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
Remember that?
remember that place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I got
still
the
there.
T-shirt from there.
What doesn't Shipper remember?
I know. Anyway,
It's been everywhere, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Joe was driving in one morning to
It's a
get
song
his,
that writes
get
itself.
his load out. And I was leaving a little later because I already knew what was loaded on mine. I only had 2
Right.
stops. I'm
Oh,
not
man.
getting up at 2 a.m. So I come rolling in. I got my golf bags with me. It was a Friday. I was going to put the golf bags in the truck
Uh-huh.
and then drive. My last stop was Sterling. I have a good friend I went to basic training with, and he lived 5 blocks away.
Uh-huh.
So I was going to stay at his house and then drive back on Saturday.
Nice.
They didn't like you when you took the sticks with them. That you said you were going to go to the links. Huh?
That's all right.
Oh, Joe was just looking at me and he goes, "Man, I got to go to New York today."
You go make your money. I'm going to go play golf.
I tell you what, he's got a good job now, though.
What's he doing?
He got me in up at Lindy, but I turned that down in a heartbeat. I was
Yeah.
there for like a month and went through all the training and everything. There's a lot of training on that trailer.
I can imagine.
That liquid nitrogen. And
Right.
Yeah, you ever see that hit the ground?
Yes. I have
Freezes
now.
very nice. Freezes very good.
I didn't like that stuff.
Uh,
It-
But,
Well, they had him going city.
well, that was the thing.
Oh, yes, that wouldn't be for
He
me.
had a police escort.
Wow.
No, that was Harlem.
Harlem.
That ain't good.
Right in front of Apollo Theater is a lady on the side of the street. Well, a lot of ladies on it, but this one was wacko. She's yelling at my truck. You're causing the earth to go to hell or whatever. She's yelling and screaming. She's got other people there and they're starting to throw shit at me. Where am I going to go? I'm in Harlem.
Wow. Good luck.
Yeah.
grab a gear.
I actually had to go like 4 blocks one direction, 6 blocks another. I wanted to make a right turn, but there was a car parked right on the corner. I couldn't make that turn.
Wow.
You could have an emergency.
So that's the next day I came in. I brought all my box, all my equipment and stuff, and I put it in I put it inside. So that's it. I'm done. No, you guys told me I wouldn't have to go to New York. I tried it. No.
The first time I had if I would have to cross it, I did it twice.
you
years
know
ago.
what? I don't even want to hear your story anymore. Okay.
I don't care. I did it 2 times.
Yeah, I
That's
want to
it.
hear it.
I was
Okay.
done.
Okay. Now listen to this. What's the bid you picked? Off topic here. Where are you going?
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
get that?
yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
did.
Now
Well, I
tell
took-
him to shut
I
up.
took the nighttime gig, just because I was like, you know what?
He
It's
thinks
something I
gonna
haven't
be
done
easier.
yet. It ain't going to be easier because,
That's the combo run, right?
no.
Oh,
no.
Scotty
I
Van
told
Auken.
him to stay away from that.
I don't want the combo. Nope. I'm just doing the West Springfield is
Got
number
it.
1 and Auburn. The Sutton.
Yeah.
Auburn is
Yeah,
number
yeah.
2.
I haven't been up there yet, but I've been.
I haven't either. I only went to West Springfield one time, and that was it.
That was
That's
the
what
day.
Dave
That's
grew
the
up.
day I came
That-
back from
That
my
was the
hip
day he was
surgery
retraining with Rambo.
with Rambo, and I was like, oh, it's not too bad.
So at least Rambo had
And I was
plenty of
talking
sleep.
to him about it, and he's like, yeah, you should, it's, because he's going days. It's like, yeah, it's a great run.
Oh, Rambo's going days.
Yeah,
I thought he
yeah.
was retiring.
Rambo and Mike Dre.
And Switzer.
What?
Well, Switcher's doing B. Braun.
Switchers over at B. Braun.
Mike Dre and
Rambo are
Bill
doing
Rambo
the
are
daytime.
doing the daytime.
Which Braun?
Massachusetts
Where's
gig.
Braun at?
Over
Over
there.
in Bethlehem.
No.
Eighth-
Well,
there's one
no.
on 8th Avenue. There's
He go-
one.
Switzer reports over to what the hell's the town? Fogelsville.
I don't
Briningsville.
We drive
Briningsville.
all the time.
They got a warehouse right there over by Super Value, ShopRite.
We're
Firestone. Yeah,
Home
right
Depot
across
is
the
by the
Firestone.
same-
Amazon.
Oh.
Holy moly. Uline.
No,
Uline.
Uline's over this way more.
It's close enough.
No,
Yeah,
it's way far
Is that
away.
off Boulder?
All right.
No.
'Cause
yeah.
Firestone used to be off Boulder.
Yeah. Boulder
Yeah.
Drive. They're right.
That's not.
Firestone's here and B. Braun is
Is
right,
right
here.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Right
notice
across from-
Firestone got rid of all their trucks too?
Did
really?
they? Wow. No. I
all
didn't notice
contract
that.
now.
No kidding.
No kid.
Yeah,
No,
they used to have all those T680s.
One of our guys
Yeah,
used to work
they
at
used to
Pitt
be.
went over
Yeah,
years
guess,
ago.
Guess he's
Mike
unemployed now.
Powell.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
I
not
know.
driving one of their trucks.
No,
They don't
no,
have
he's an
any.
older guy. He might have retired by now.
Yeah,
But I didn't know that. Anyway, back to Gary.
Yeah. This is a show that's all over.
I know it is all over the place. I've been to New York twice. That was enough for me. I told him no more. I'm not doing New York. I'm with you. I 100% agree. It's like, no.
I don't have any problem
don't-
with that sentiment at all. I
Yeah.
agree with you. 100%.
You don't pay me enough to go to New York. Nobody pays me enough to
Well,
no,
They pay you now.
not to go to New York.
Well,
I
you
guess
got
I
to
do. I
drive
gotta
the hell
go.
through it.
I'm going, but I'm only going through it,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not going through the city. I'm way up.
Yeah, you're above the
You're
city.
outside. I'm upstate New York, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That ain't upstate.
Because it's the middle of the night.
No, it's not.
as upstate as I'm going. That's it. I'm not going to Albany. I'm not going to Syracuse. I'm not going
Yeah.
to
Well, if you
Buffalo.
call Albany upstate,
Albany is
Anything that's not New York City is upstate.
oh
I
my
keep putting Albany number one. I know I'm
Really?
gonna get it. Oh, it's easy. It's a piece of cake.
Yeah, but it's New York. It's like I can't even say it now because
New
it's
York.
like I'm going to I'm going north to Massachusetts. So what's the difference? I
That's
know.
true.
Yeah, it's stupid.
How you get to Massachusetts? You run up 87 and then
287, 87, 94, something like that.
Okay,
287 to
so you're almost at
87 to
Albany
80
anyway.
84
84.
comes across.
You're
the
almost
New-
at
he comes
Albany
ac-
anyway.
Yeah, he comes
Pretty
across the
much so.
Newark Bridge.
but then I just peek in to Massachusetts.
Yeah, but you got to drive through Connecticut.
That doesn't go through Fishkill, does it?
Yeah,
Does it?
yeah. You go.
Oh, so you're asking the wrong guy. I've only been there
across
once,
the
and it was
Newburgh
dark.
Bridge, and then you hit Fishkill. You keep on going.
Well, have fun, because sometimes the state troopers will sit there on the
That's
other
all
side of the bridge.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Fishkill.
yeah.
I'll just point at you, pull over.
That's fine. I'll pull over. I don't mind.
Make sure you get a code for it. Though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pay me.
Allison keeps reminding me to get codes, and I do.
How the hell does she know more about what we need to do than you do?
I got to bring the money home, man.
But she knows the inner workings of how
Well, we talk.
It's a good thing.
We talk.
See,
She knows about. Hey, tell them about the respect you have for truck drivers now.
I have a lot more respect. Not that I didn't.
I know what you mean.
But-
I get you. Yeah.
Crap that they go through and how people drive
There you go.
and
That's
think,
good. Not to
oh,
go
I
super
this
close.
guy can stop, on a dime. No.
It better be a
Yeah.
big dime.
Yeah.
It's coming on a next
No,
truck on a
that's awesome.
flatbed.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I learn a lot from him.
Yeah.
Driving tips and what to look out for. And
Yeah, if you're on my
you're looking out
right-hand
for a lot of
side-
idiots out there.
Driving tips
There are
and
a
do's and what
lot
the
of
hell are you
idiots.
doing? It's not.
Oh, I was a king of road rage. I thought Tony
Oh my
Tony was
gosh.
pretty bad too. He's going to get out and beat
I
people
want
up.
to be the
Yes.
guys that listen to all the tapes that when you're driving, because he swears like a
Like
Sailor?
a sailor.
yeah.
No, like a truck
He's
driver.
talking to me on the phone, and he's like, "What the
Yeah.
are you doing?" And he's just yelling at people. I'm like,
Hey, this is a podcast. You can actually say fuck.
Yes, you
oh,
can.
you can. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't censor
Dan
you.
Bongino
like-
says it all the time.
Yes, he does.
You got a lot more listeners.
Yes, he does.
Well, we'll work on it. We'll
he makes
try.
a lot more money than we do.
We'll work
yes,
on
he
it.
does. We're still donating our time.
Right.
He doesn't have to drive a truck.
No, he doesn't. No, he
But
doesn't.
He does have an entertaining podcast.
He does.
But yes, I'll be talking in the middle of a sentence. I'll just say something like, "You stupid."
Yeah. People drive me crazy.
Yeah.
They just do. They bring it out of you. You know what? When I started this job, I had hair. I had control of my temper. I had patience. And I had 3 kids at home. And now I have none of those things. I have no hair, no patience, and no kids.
Now I'm running all night long, sleeping all day long, and I realized today when I cut my toenails, I can't reach them anymore.
I'll tell you what, that was one of the when my hip was going, when my hip had gone, I couldn't even tie my shoes. I was like, Michelle, can you help me tie my shoes? I can't. I could because my hip.
That's why you get the slides.
Yeah, but the slides
Those really
don't have
bad for
steel
Christmas.
tips.
They don't have steel
No,
tips
they
either.
don't. Which would be an ideal thing to make.
That's not a bad
There you go.
idea.
There's our $1 billion
There
idea.
you go.
Oh,
I'm telling you, that's it.
You know
Steel
how
tip
many truck
slides.
drivers look like us?
Everyone that works at night. Do you know how many truck drivers I've
You know,
seen
like
go
truck
from
drivers
the
look like 2 of me.
I've seen guys go from the city to the road, and I've watched them
Gain
go
50
from one
pounds.
size to another. It's hilarious because it's a very healthy job. It'll do wonders for your health.
I wonder how many tasty cakes I actually eat in a week.
I don't even count anymore.
I knew somebody that had steel-toed penny loafers.
Really?
Yeah, she was the HR person at Mack Trucks, and when she had to go in.
Look at that, making a fashion statement.
That is
Yeah.
kind of what the heck? I did. I'm gonna
what?
have to look up.
You're gonna have to
see
look
if
up
there's
the
actually-
safety slides.
Yeah, I bet y'all somebody's gonna if somebody made freaking penny loafers,
Yeah.
because I love penny loafers.
Well, be
I had
careful.
penny
They're all
loafers when I was
made in
high
China.
school. What's that?
They're all made in China. Little feet.
Yeah, everything is made in China. I mean, of course,
Yeah, well,
every over the road truck driver has those steel tip flip flops.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
You know, I see them get out of their trucks all the time. Steel toe flip flops. Here they come.
yeah.
So
Oh, I watched a guy, very, very, very large guy, at a Pilot truck stop one time. He was pulling a cooler out of the back of his sleeper.
That was his lunchbox.
It might have
single serve one.
Going into the all-you-can-eat buffet.
It's like one of those big 48 quarts that you take to the picnic, you know?
Right.
He was wearing
Lunchbox.
flip flops, and he dropped it. It was in the compartment underneath his sleeper, right on his foot.
Ouch.
Should have heard him scream.
Oh, I bet.
He sounded like a little girl.
That's why we don't wear flip-flops in this business.
Yeah, you really shouldn't,
No.
especially on a fuel island.
I know, right? It's like, what are these guys thinking? Back to
They're
Gary.
not. That's the problem.
So after FedEx, after Lindy, I actually knew a guy that he works at Decca now. He is like, I don't know what he does. He's like a manager boss guy thing.
The head battery installer.
But he used to work at Lindy as a dispatcher.
Well, I did.
And he said they had a really hard time keeping drivers because they
At
didn't want to
Lindy?
work as many hours as what Lindy wanted them to,
Lindy did work you.
which is not a job for me.
Lindy's a gas company, in case anybody
I
doesn't
really
know.
didn't
Yes,
have
chemical,
a
yeah.
problem with the job or driving the truck or
Right.
any of that. I had a problem with New York City.
I
And you're the
totally don't
first.
blame
You're
you.
the last guy on the list.
That's
You're
where
the
you're
guy
headed.
going to
You're
New
the
York
first
City.
guy going.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
So, but there was other things that I did. Like I did one of those hotshot car carriers for
Did
a
you
while.
really?
I didn't own it. I was
Oh, that's
working
okay.
for
But
somebody.
yeah, how'd you like that?
It sucked.
Oh, really?
This guy thought he was like a trucking terminal manager or something. And I remember the one day he says, well, you got to take this one trailer. It's the 4-car carrier. All right. Then I looked at the registration. It's listed for 26,000 gross combination. He registered everything at that so he didn't have to hire CDL guys.
Right.
Wow.
And I said, well, how many pickups do we have? Because I could get a couple cars on there and still stay underweight.
Right.
He goes, well, we got the 4, and then you're going to drop them here at Mannheim and go get 4 more. And I'm like, no, I'm not. He goes, you have to. You have a CDL. I said, I'm afraid you don't understand how this works.
See, I
Somebody needs
often,
to
I
educate
often
him.
wondered that, because of these, 1-ton wannabes. They got 3 or 4 cars on there.
I'm telling you right now, if they have 3 cars on a trailer, like a wedge,
Uh-huh.
because that's normally what I pull is a 55-foot wedge. If you have 3 cars on there,
You're overweight.
yeah, you're over 26.
With the truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
And they get away with it.
Well,
I see a lot of them
No.
pulled over.
they might have a CDL. I don't know if they have a CDL, and because the trailers and the trucks can handle the weight
Right.
if they have it registered properly.
Right. It all goes by the license plate. Like, you can buy a 1-ton pickup truck and register it at 52,000.
Maybe I should do that with my Ranger.
Yeah, you could.
The battery's dead.
Mm.
Because I didn't start it for a year.
Well,
It's just been kinda-
I think
yeah,
you
it's
might
just
have a
kinda
little
been
bit
sitting
more
there.
than just that.
Yeah, but
Might be.
I told them all the time. I said, I don't care how big your trailer is. It
Right.
doesn't matter whether you have a CDL or not. I
Yep.
said you have to be registered for the weight that you're going to be.
Right.
And I'm not driving it. That ticket
Don't
goes to
blame
me,
me, right.
not you.
Yeah,
Yep.
not at 26.
Yep.
no.
Exactly.
So we didn't get along well.
So that didn't last that long?
No.
What'd you do after that?
PennDOT.
Oh, you got one of them shirts with the upside down pocket?
No.
So you can lean on the shovel?
The
I did
shovel,
learn they
shovel
taught- the
holder.
shovel holder.
They literally had a class for holding a shovel.
I tell you, they gave you the
What
shirt
made you
too.
quit PennDOT?
They got rid of the pensions.
They did.
Yes, and there were kind of like the one thing at Pitt. One of the things I liked about my interview with Brian here at Pitt was that there were so many guys here so long, which meant it was a good place to work.
Or
And
just a bunch of lazy guys that don't want to go look for another job.
at PennDOT.
It could be that.
At PennDOT, not necessarily a good place to work. It's a good place to not work and get paid. So you have all these.
So
There's
you
a
get
lot of
hired.
that.
So you get hired there, and you have an illness
If you're
or an
old
injury on
union
duty.
guy, you didn't do anything all day long.
Nice.
Nothing.
But that's
The,
not right.
the newbie guy is digging the holes.
So I went from there to
He
the
was
Tesla delivery.
plowing snow.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
how'd
was
you like
fun.
that? I've often thought about that. Yeah, just,
You
working
think
with PennDOT,
4-wheelers piss us off? You should see them in front of plows.
Oh, I can imagine.
You know,
That has got to be just a.
And then that's him. He said, I can't believe these tractor trailers are trying to cut through our plow train. That's me.
Of course it is.
smart tractor trailer drivers stayed behind me
Exactly.
because
Let me
I'm
show you how to
plowing
make
and-
that snow
because
move.
I'm plowing and dumping salt at
And
the
so
same time.
right, exactly. That's like, yeah, I'm fine. 5 miles an hour. Let's go. We're
Well,
good. You know what I mean?
between 25 and 30.
There you go. We'll take our
Yeah,
time.
I gotta
I'm good.
laugh. That brings me back to that guy in Ohio that was the snowplow guy. He got fired because I guess he went over the bridge, dropped the blade. and he shot the snow right over, and I guess it went down on the cars below him.
Yeah, you have to be careful. They throw a lot of snow.
Yeah,
They do.
And the people complain all the time that you're hitting their mailbox, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're throwing snow.
You're
and the
just
snow is taking it
repositioning
out.
the snow, and they just then can't take
Their
that
mailbox
35
just
mile an
happens
hour
to be in
push.
the way.
No, they're not even close to even you have the wing plows out. You're not even close to the mailbox. It's
Then what are they
just
complaining
it's
about?
just
Just
the
they got-
volume of snow
It's
coming
the snow
off that
coming
plow.
off the plow.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's why I believe every
know what
mailbox
is
should be a brick mailbox.
This is like one of the funniest things that I've ever seen in a small little town like I live in. This is a small little town, Shoemakersville. Just
One snowplow.
It's the biggest snowplow I've ever freaking seen. It's bigger than the ones. I'm not kidding
Well, that's
you.
because you can't
It's
go up
the
one
biggest
side down the
green
other.
dump truck I've ever seen. I'm like, it's the first time I saw it, I was like, the freaking heck? It's just.
He comes down. He does
It's
the whole
almost
thing.
It is up to almost the second floor windows.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm like, where do you keep this dump truck here in this little burg? I looked, I was like, and it's huge, it's green, it's got a big yellow light on it. It's the biggest truck I've ever dump truck for
But
a
it
little
moves
town.
snow, I bet
You'd
you.
think it'd be a lot smaller for a small town, you know, like a little PennDOT regular size plow truck.
Yeah.
Nope, not here. No, we're gonna move everybody's snow and we're taking it to the North Pole now. I don't get it.
Do you remember when we first started out in Fogelsville? We would go to the township meetings and stuff. There was this Pennsylvania Dutch guy on the board of supervisors. He also was the township roadmaster, and
That's helpful.
he kept saying, "We plow, get the we plow," and we're looking at each other like, "What?"
That would mean V.
I thought it was
I speak Dutch a little.
tiny one.
A
Right.
little
It's a
plow.
wee plow. No, I gotcha. We got one. It's a little one. Look.
We had no
No,
idea.
no, we.
We had no idea.
That is hilarious. You gotta love these towns, you know.
I like it.
Where do you guys still live in Bryan in that area? You still-
Fogelsville, yeah.
Fogelsville.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How long you been there? Like
Since
forever?
92.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He moved out from the country,
Well,
from the city to the country.
not so much a lot anymore. It's,
Yeah, yeah.
it's building
Oh,
up and
God,
built.
It's
You know?
awful. Yeah.
But our little corner's not too bad.
Good.
We're surrounded by 88 acres that can't be built on.
That's awesome. That's
So,
the way to do
It's
it.
very nice. And then if you saw the guy's house down the street, he's not hurting property values at all. Looks like a Colorado ski lodge.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
He sold an island to build it.
Ah, poor guy.
I know.
No.
You know, how's he gonna live without that island? You know what I mean?
Most of the warehouses around here, his company.
I'm not
built.
selling my island.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You got waterfront property.
I do. I almost had front room property.
I was going to say a couple days ago when it was raining, I heard about the flooding.
Yeah. Well, that's why Scotty's not here today,
Right, what happened to him?
because his house flooded out.
He got
this week.
flooded?
Yeah, he got flooded.
no.
And he had to
Really?
Clean out his basement and all. He was supposed to come out. We were going to do a break room show
Yeah.
with Gary and yourself and Scotty, and we were hoping Greg would make it, but he wasn't able to make it, and it just all fell apart. I was like, well, we still got Gary coming out. So I have one thing I got to ask you.
Yeah.
There's a story about a tank that you asked me to make sure I ask you about,
Ah.
and I wanted to
Okay.
ask you about that tank.
You guys drive past Fort Indian Town Gap all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my job at Fort Indian Town, they didn't know what else to do with me because they transferred me from the Adjutant General Branch to the Transportation Branch in the Army. So I went to Fort Indian Town Gap where they could sort of find something for me to do.
Right.
And I worked at the motor pool. And at the time I was there, the Army was moving the M60A1 tanks out, retiring all them,
Okay.
and they were getting the M1A1s in. And they would bring them in on flatbed trailers. Now, the lot that they emptied these trailers on was across the street from the motor pool.
Okay.
The street happened to be 443,
Okay.
which is a Pennsylvania state highway.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge concrete pad that goes from that parking lot to the motor pool, specifically poured so that you could put heavy equipment across there. Well, my sergeant was bringing, actually it was Gary Klinger. He was the warrant.
Corporal Klinger.
Yeah, actually he was chief warrant officer in the National Guard. They were bringing across one of these.
He was not
M1s.
looking for a Section 8.
No,
No.
wasn't wearing a dress.
No.
They crossed 443, and as they were crossing, a state trooper was coming down 443, and he just turned in right behind him and came into the motor pool parking lot and flipped his lights on. And he's looking for paperwork, registration, insurance, and all that. I'm like, are you kidding me?
What, were you speeding?
Apparently. I wasn't aware that you have to have a permit to cross a state road with a tank.
Does the government know that?
You see that gun hanging out the front? That's me permit.
That's me permit. That's me permit, all right.
I don't even remember that sergeant's name anymore, but he was a great guy. Do you remember him?
No.
Yeah, that staff sergeant, or it was a sergeant first class. I was going to tell him to just like traverse that turret all the way around and put it in full depression, just point it at the cop car.
Exactly, yeah.
There's no ammo on it or anything.
Of course.
The whole point of them bringing a tank over was that we prep it to get turned over to the National Guard. But he wrote a ticket.
Get the heck out.
There's no license plate, no registration. He wrote a ticket for all that.
Who do you make it out to?
Me.
The U.S. Army?
Me.
What the hell?
Why would he make it out to you? It's not yours.
I'm the senior officer there.
Wow.
So he gave me the ticket, and I had to go to Colonel Bell, the commander of the post, and explain everything. And don't you know you need? No, apparently I don't know I need permits.
Right.
But our MPs did know, and they didn't tell us. So.
But that's what I was going to say. The question is, don't you as the colonel know I'm supposed to have that before I drive it?
No, he wouldn't know.
Well, he did now.
But the military police.
Yeah, it's like you can't deny it.
I think he wrote it up. I think it was like $11,500 and some dollars. It all got.
Because you were probably overweight.
It's the government. It's a transfer from whatever.
No,
we'll just wash it
torn
away.
up or anything. He was just making a point.
That's
he was just making a point.
Exactly.
And I really kind of think that state trooper was, he was like, "Watch this. I'm going to tell the guys back I gave a tank
a ticket." Imagine that story. I got to get that guy on Hammerlane Legend.
Oh, he's probably long retired by now.
Is there something going on out there today?
At the Gap?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's all kinds of roads closed right around there.
Terrorists.
I don't know. I've never seen that kind of traffic other than a wreck.
It's Christmas Eve. So I don't know.
Who the hell's shopping in front of the freaking Air National Guard?
I don't know.
The wreath.
Oh, that could be. Yeah. The what do you
That could be.
Wreath Across America?
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, we did that once.
A couple times.
Oh, no. Here it is.
I know.
What is it?
What you got?
Oh, hold on a minute. Come on. Road work, it says.
On a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I'm sure they're doing road work.
They're doing something.
I can't figure that
They're doing
out.
something.
I cannot figure that out for the life of me.
Is Funk still
But
there?
that was, Funk's is there. I just
That
drove
is
by
crazy.
last night.
Oh, Funk's, yeah. Yeah, their sign is still out
Yeah,
there.
we used to go there all the time.
Yeah. And Esther's.
Esther's, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but ever since
Scrapple.
COVID, they
Yes.
changed their
Amen, brother. They do it
start
right.
times.
Yes, they do.
It's not an easy thing to find done right.
Scrapple.
Scrapple.
Mhm.
Awesome.
It
At
is.
Esther's
We
only.
used to live in Ono.
Oh, okay.
You know where that is?
Yeah, out
There was a
north,
truck stop right, like two houses
outward
down.
Dunmore.
Okay.
Outward Dunmore.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dunmore.
Dunmore. That's right.
The
Yeah.
OES Mini Mart.
You do know where everything is, don't
He
you?
does. He does. I swear. The guy's like, it's not just that he knows where everybody knows him. Literally. I am not kidding. He is like 6 degrees of Sir Francis Bacon in person right here.
Think of something obscure.
It's
around here and
ridiculous.
See if he knows it.
He knows he
Speak. It's a show. It's a talking
the
podcast.
fueler dude. He knew his wife. He knew the fueler dude.
Before the fueler knew his wife.
Yes. That's what I mean. It's like, is there any place you go to you don't know somebody? That somebody doesn't know you.
You're 3rd Avenue. Where did you grow up?
New Street. Okay, let me ask you something. You ever remember seeing the tiger-looking tow trucks driving by?
Tiger-looking tow truck.
Yeah, the back end was painted like a tiger.
Like a tiger?
I can't.
You know,
I
black.
probably saw them. By,
I know you did.
That was me.
All over Bethlehem. It's ridiculous.
Roll all over. I was like horseshit.
Still.
Kind of.
Actually, he's retired now.
Yes.
He doesn't go out much.
No, I enjoy
This
the
is-
couch.
This is as far as he goes.
This was the biggest trip I made this week.
This is getaway.
Yeah.
What a getaway.
Yeah, what a getaway. This is me patrolling the borders of Shoeville to make sure there's nobody coming in.
That's
that
right.
doesn't
You're
belong.
making sure it's safe for our.
That's all right. Not shoemaker, shoe.
Yeah, that's what Ship likes to call it. Yes. Did you see they're building they're putting the new houses in up there or something? I don't know what they're putting.
Yeah, we saw that. What is that?
I like the race. They already got the foundation redug and started to report, and the other guy still is working on tearing down yet.
That thing burned, what, like spring?
2 years ago?
Yeah. I'm like, it sat there, and they just this year, they just start tearing down. It was like a row homes. And then they finally decided to tear them down. And within a couple of days, they had the houses down, everything dug out. They started doing the foundations.
No, I'm talking about the other guy with the single house here that burned down.
Oh,
that's all this junk around.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm talking about the one way.
Well, yeah, I'm saying that one
town.
burned down. They're already on reconstruction. This guy's still deconstruction.
Yeah, it looked like they're still tearing it.
Yeah.
One piece at a time.
That's a
Him and
story
Johnny
all
Cash.
in its own. That is just that house flooded out years ago, and we had a flood out here. And the people that lived there moved.
Obviously not the same time the fire occurred, or otherwise it would have been
2 different times.
It's fire suppression.
So the guy who lives in the White House, 2 houses down from
Who
them,
now or
now
Biden?
took over. No.
Biden.
Yeah. It looks like a house that he would have, doesn't it? It looks like a house that his son would have.
A house that he grew up in Scranton.
Yeah,
exactly.
say it's not so.
Anyway, how do you like him driving truck, Allison?
He's happy. That makes me happy.
You know, that's an awesome
happy
attitude.
wife, happy life.
That's an awesome attitude. I actually like that's a good attitude.
That's the first time she told me that.
Well,
But she's happy
it's
that
on
you're
tape.
happy.
It's on the
I
thing
have it.
now.
And
And now you got to
permanent.
replay it. But it's nice. No, that really is good. That's because that's what makes. I mean, this job can be so taxing at times. It can just be, it's just frustrating.
I'll tell you what,
Hours aren't normal.
a year ago, after 4 straight quad oaks, I was ready to pack it in.
Oh my word, yeah.
I'm too old for that.
Yep. I heard that.
It's not that it's tough to drop in hooks.
No.
It's getting between the trailers.
Yep. Try doing it at my size.
Well, I'm not.
Or your size.
I'm not exactly tiny.
You need it's got to be someone like your wife's size.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
or
you really
smaller.
do.
You.
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit!
You didn't silence your
I
phone.
didn't silence my phone. Oh, it's DirecTV calling me. You want to listen to this?
It's Bob from Bombay.
From Bob, yeah. Hello, my name is Bob. That's why you gotta crank the landing gear down while you go find out what door you need. But now with the Maven, they're actually, what's his name? Flounder's actually giving us the doors on the thing.
Do you know what is so? Even in Norristown, you cannot hook up to a trailer that is not higher than that.
Oh yes, you can.
I don't.
Wait,
every
what are
time
you
I go,
talking
every time nobody cranks their landing gear down properly anymore. Everybody touches the ground and keeps cranking
No.
until you go to back and when you go to back under it, you're not lifting the trailer. You're just sliding right along it.
Or under the kingpin, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like that. That's what I'm saying. In Norristown, when they give you a trailer that's on the door,
Yeah.
and you have to try and climb between those 2 trailers, I can't. It's like going to Baltimore and trying to get an empty out of the yard. They're like this far apart from each other.
Yep.
And you're like, it's high hooking.
Listen, it's hard enough to get a trailer in when you're backing in. You got 4 inches on either side.
I know.
To get under there and do the landing gear?
Right. That's what's
I
irritating.
just hit the Stevie Wonder button. Goes in automatically.
I want your truck.
Park by field.
We're all
Oh, God.
I didn't say Helen Keller.
But you are right about
Yes.
we've gone backwards in Allentown, where when you bring your load back at the end of the night,
right.
or right in the morning, you got to stop at door. Well, unless you have a regular door, you got to stop at door 20, go in and see Spider and find out where to park it.
Or if you have a CB, just call them.
And then at the end of the day, you still got to take your paperwork to the window. Well, if you're going to do that, why don't you take your paperwork into Spider right away?
Yeah, why can't you just give it to him?
But he won't do it. He won't do it like that.
Why?
I don't know. I want to know why he can't. He knows I'm on the way. Why can't he call me and say door 25 or whatever?
I know.
Why can't
Well,
he
why
do
can't
that?
you call
Too
him?
much sense.
They don't let me. They don't let nobody answers the phone. I used to call Nevin.
I
said,
did. I tried calling
Could
Nevin
you give me a
once.
door? And he goes, no, Spider won't let me do that anymore. It's taking too much of my time. I'm like,
Whoa. When I'm only gone a week.
Last week.
See what happens when you're not there? The company falls apart.
Well, I'm going to say this now. That'll change.
I'll tell you what, it's nuts.
Trust me.
Because what you come in with three other guys and you're all stacked up.
Right. I agree.
No. Trust me. I'll take care of that.
I bet he will.
Trust me.
Yeah, I don't see why they can't. I mean, Hazleton does it. Oaks does it. They'll tell you what door right to go. Harrisburg sometimes.
Tell them the story about that Western truck driver.
You guys, I did laser spot for a while. Couple months.
Yeah.
That means yard jockeying.
Yeah.
I know what laser spot is.
Well, most of the other people don't listening, okay? There's 4 people in this room that know. There's a couple other listening that might not.
You are, he cares about you, audience.
Yeah, like.
He wants you to be in the know.
I'm a people person.
You are a people person.
He knows everybody.
He does.
He knows everybody.
Everybody listening, somehow, I know you know Shipper.
He knows.
You don't know you know him yet, but you know him.
But you will.
This does not surprise me.
So what happened with Laser Spot?
Well, that was the comedy of errors every night. Hilarious. The one side of the building, it was Nestle Waters.
I was going to say, where were you working at?
Yeah, I forget. Then 30 something was the name of the building.
Yeah, I know the Nestle building.
One side of the building was for all the over the road drivers that would, and the other side of the building was for the day cab drivers. And sometimes they would swap, but not much. The over the road drivers had the hardest time getting in the doors. And there's a lot of room over there at Nestle. I mean, you could whip them in pretty fast.
Right.
I often say on a job application, it doesn't matter how many miles you have forward, how many you have backward.
Or how many successful doors have you been into?
Right. We give you 4 doors to back into. Try to hit one.
Hit one?
You know.
And not split the door?
You know the running joke, right, about Swift, and see what I fucked up today?
Yeah, sure wish I could find a terminal. Yeah, effing terminal.
Well, I determined that Western Express is they took over easily.
I believe it.
They had this woman, she had to be 400 pounds. And she's in this big, nice, international LT, Western Express. They give her a door. There's plenty of room between those doors over there. It's a brand new warehouse. And she can't back in. She hits a truck on the way in. The trailer tail hits the other trailer on the way out. And finally, the manager comes out. He's running, and he's foreign too. I don't know where he's from, but he's talking in somebody else. And I go, I'm not getting in that truck because I seen her get out. But one of the other girls who actually knew how to back a trailer, she backed it in for her, and she comes out and she goes, I got to take a shower.
Yeah.
I gotta wash this off me.
Clean.
But
that's why it's a water plant. There's a pool shower cord here.
But that was ridiculous. I mean, she did enough damage that they called the police out there to do police reports and for the insurance and all.
Right, yeah, but that's just crazy.
And then there was another night I was over there.
How long is she? I mean, did she come with the truck?
She was a Western Express driver.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you get?
She left from Nazareth and went to Fogelsville.
Stay away from Western Express.
Yeah, well, exactly. But how do you get your license? How do you pass your test?
That's the thing
Takes 8
I don't
weeks.
understand. They had another girl over there that they hired for laser spot. Short little Puerto Rican girl, very nice girl. And every time she went to back a trailer, she did a 90. And she only backed from the left. Like she couldn't approach a spot that was on her right hand side, swing it around and then put it in from her left.
Right.
She couldn't do that. And I'm like, where did you get your license? And I think she went to LTRC.
Wow.
I said, they're not teaching you everything they need to teach you.
Apparently
So
not.
I showed her how to back it up that way, how to get your spot, swing it around that way. And she was real good after that. Once she learned that, she was like, fuck, this is easy. And it was for her.
Right.
And she couldn't get a job with any other trucking company because they want experience.
Right.
Right.
That's the hard thing, yep.
So I don't know what kind of experience you get at Laser Spot, but you can definitely back a trailer.
Well, you can back.
After you leave there.
Yeah. You can back. Going forward is another thing.
That's
but
something that's
easier.
A lot easier.
Yeah. I mean, just take wide corners.
Yeah. And
keep it in your lane.
JB Hunt, remember I left there at lunchtime. I didn't go back.
I don't blame you.
What's the name of that big grocery place over in Bethlehem Township?
Wegmans?
No.
The warehouse.
Yeah, it changed names. Yeah.
I can't remember it, but there was like they had 8 jockeys on at a time,
Wow.
and I was in there for like 3 weeks, and every day
Bethlehem Township.
Yeah, off Commerce Drive over there, off
It's right
512.
by my house.
Oh. Anyway, keep telling your story. He'll think about
He
it.
doesn't
It'll
know.
come
I
up-
know,
it'll come
right?
No,
back.
he'll know it. He'll know it.
And it's by his house.
That's right.
But the road drivers there had their special doors too, and there was this one guy I'll never forget. He was like Jamaican or Haitian or something like that. He could not back this trailer in, and he was clogging everybody up. So I said, just drop the damn trailer where it is. I'll put it in because you're making this a mess. I'm already backed up. I got a computer screen full of moves I got to make.
Wow.
You know? So I backed his trailer in, dropped it, and I said, see ya, have a nice day. And then like 3 weeks later, it got to where I was understanding, like, why are these guys all parked around here? And I'm running around crazy, pulling these trailers around. And they're all, I started at whatever time, 10 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They're still sitting there. And I'm going like, wait a minute. There's 8 of us. Why are only 3 of us moving trailers? So when my lunch hour came, I parked it, went home, and she called because you can't do that. You can't just leave. I just did. I'm not coming back either.
I can't.
So
What does it pay all right? Like, what is it?
no, but it was 4 days a week. It was four tens.
Well, I could get used to that.
Yeah, it wasn't bad that
Yeah.
way, but
Yeah, but
Didn't- I didn't pay much.
And who wants to be the only guy working?
That's what pissed me off.
I mean, you got other guys there, but you're the only one working. It's like
Well, there might have been 2 other people.
that's sad. That's the stuff. That's stuff that just it's I don't understand how that stuff can be left to go on in this industry. It's one of the problems in this industry.
Well, this is why I like Pitt, Ohio so much. I don't like McKesson so much. It's not McKesson that I don't like. It's our drivers at McKesson that I don't.
Oh, I've never been. I've never done it. So I don't know what our
Don't.
drivers are like.
Don't.
And I'm not interested in. I'm going to Massachusetts.
It's an easy night. Listen, 2 Fairfields and back. You start at 8 o'clock in the morning, or 8 o'clock at night. You're done at 4 in the morning,
That's not bad.
or earlier.
That's an 8-hour night. That they pay you 8 hours, right?
10.
They pay you 10.
Yes.
Is it
No matter
just
what.
4 days a week, or is it 5 days a week?
No, it's 5 Sunday through Thursday.
Wow.
But I don't do Sunday through Thursday. Usually it's somebody calls out
Ah,
and
okay.
you go and fill in. That's like I did a couple of weeks ago when I went over on a Monday. Took Don's truck and I got out on the ramp. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, it's enough to make you not want to do it again, isn't it?
And I start pulling out again, and speedometer goes to the analog goes to 0.
Right.
Digital goes two hash marks, and it like 40 miles an hour. I don't know because I didn't have a speedometer. That's
Right.
about the best it would do, but it wouldn't get out of 9th gear.
So they just bring another tractor?
Yeah,
So they did it.
a beautiful one, 1762.
Well, the best we have.
Well, it's better than 1416.
I know. I'm just thinking that. Yeah, 1416. I think that's as old as it gets.
Yeah.
At our terminal.
But that's
yeah.
another thing too. That's a stick shift, and I don't normally drive the stick shift. Sean knows I have a bad left knee,
Uh-huh.
We all do.
but
From driving stick shift.
maybe so. But for whatever reason, it seems like whenever I get the manuals, it's Cherry Hill. So you got all those stoplights down to the turnpike. Then you get on the
Yes.
turnpike. Then you got all those stoplights to Cherry Hill.
Yes. That sucks.
That's like what 200 shifts one way.
Which is all that by itself is reason enough for me to go to Massachusetts.
Yes, that's a long, nice drive,
It is a long drive, and it's not Cherry Hill.
and it's not Cherry Hill.
When I was doing the bid that Shipper's on, and I was running with him, like, he'd drive me crazy. He's like, I don't know how he does it.
The Harrisburg.
Yeah, the Harrisburg deal. I did it with him last year. Yeah, last year. And it drove me crazy. I did it with him the whole year. It just drove me nuts because you don't know what you're doing. You know you're going to Uline, then you're going to Harrisburg, and you could either be going to Hazleton, Norristown, Cherry Hill. They do whatever they want to do.
Yep.
Drove me crazy. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And that's why I had to get away from it. Shipper loves it. He seems to like it. I don't want to speak for him. If he doesn't like it, he'll say he doesn't like it.
There's worse runs to have.
There
I
is.
think.
It's not a bad run. It frustrated me. And I just couldn't. It was just
It's like you don't know what you're doing.
I like to know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah,
Just
that's the
sit there
thing.
waiting for that text to say, okay, this is what time you come in.
Yep. And that is a hard thing. it's just part of the job.
It is.
Shipper's thinking.
This is pissing me off. Is what it's doing.
What is?
I can't remember the name of that ferry. It changed.
You're still stuck. Did you look it up?
Yeah, but it changed to a new name.
Is it off of 512?
It is.
It's on Hanoverville Road off
Yes.
Candy Boulevard.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been too long since I've been over that way. I would not know.
You would know it if
Is
since
it
you
like-
said it. Yeah.
Is it a?
It's a grocery warehouse.
It's huge. They're
It's
everywhere.
not like ShopRite or anything.
Yeah,
ShopRite's in there on
It's
Boulder
like
or-
for AMP and Pathmark and all them.
Ah,
That's another one. They asked me, did you want to drive truck over there? And the way they do it, no.
we're at that.
They're all JB Hunt drivers. They're all contract drivers. JB
Right.
Hunt equipment. They sit in like a little room and wait to be called for a load. And
Yeah.
you could be going to 6 different places, and they're not nice places. They could
Wow.
be the Bronx, Harlem,
I'm done. I'm finding out.
CNS Wholesale.
That's it. CNS Wholesale.
CNS Wholesale.
Yeah.
Never heard
Yep.
of them.
Oh. Anybody that has done their time in a grocery warehouse, it's been CNS
Yeah.
because they're all over the East Coast and Baltimore
Yeah, they're
and
huge.
Maryland down that
They're
way.
huge.
CNS, that's what it was. Now, because it's Ad USA now, it's called.
Okay.
They changed names. But I knew it was initials and I couldn't put them together.
There it is.
I apologize. I didn't know something. I couldn't recall.
It's all right. Yep.
Yeah, but you did know it. You just had a little recall issue.
Right.
Everybody stumbles every now and then.
I had a Biden
It's
moment.
okay. You did. And it's okay.
Hey, do you have to point him in the right direction to get him?
Sometimes. He hasn't fallen yet, so
No.
we're good.
But you'll know it if I do. Just saying.
Dude, that's funny.
So you guys do this on Saturday afternoons all the time?
Yeah, we got nothing
Yeah.
else going on.
This is it's very entertaining when
It's
you're-
relaxing too, isn't it?
is.
It's like everybody comes in here, everybody's nervous, everybody has this funny, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Oh, yeah. You say something, oh, I wouldn't know what to talk about. Just come in and sit down.
Yeah.
You'll find things to talk about. You'll
Look,
talk.
you guys, you'll like this one. I got a good story for you. Brand new FedEx driver coming back from Newark in the middle of the night, right? What happens is sometimes the P&D drivers would get these heavyweights, and it was too much for the airplanes. We had 2 airplanes go out every night. So what they do is they put them in these giant cans, we load them on a tractor trailer, and take the trailer to Newark. And they would put it on a different airplane. They had different airplanes in New York, big ones. Like,
Oh, bigger planes.
yeah, like
Yeah.
L-1011s or whatever, DC-10s,
Right.
big planes.
Okay.
So you would go there and unload your heavyweights at their warehouse. Then if they had something for you, they'd give it to you. You bring it back. So like 3 a.m, I'm coming back. Eastbound 22, turn north, 987 north. To get to our warehouse, you'd take a left on Postal Road.
Mm-hmm.
You know where that is?
Yep.
Okay. I'm coming up. The light is red. I'm in the left-hand lane, blinkers on. There's a guy coming up Postal Road. His light changes. So he stops a full car length ahead of the limit line
Wow.
in the middle of the night. I'm thinking, he's going to make a right on red or something. No big deal. He doesn't. He sits there through the light cycle. Mine turns green. I can't go because there's no way I can make that
Right.
turn.
No, right.
So I'm looking at him. I'm waving he's on the phone, not even paying attention at all. Who the hell are you talking to at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Good question.
So I waited till the next green arrow, and this time I said, okay, he's going to learn. So I turned the corner, and I got to right where the trailer tires are going to run over his car.
Uh-huh.
And I stopped. And I looked out the window. I go, you're going to back up. And he's looking at me like, fuck you son of a bitch. He's like some kind of language, some kind of foreign language. And he's yelling at me and fingered everything. And I'm not moving. No, hell no. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I want to go home.
Right.
So I just sat there. And finally he gets pissed off enough. He throws it in the reverse, stomps on the gas pedal, and just as he does, a state cop was pulling up right behind him, and he fucking whacks him.
Hey, if he'd have moved just 5 minutes earlier.
It was instantaneous. As soon as that car hit the state cop, the lights came on.
It's like the bumper's attached to the lights.
It's the front end collision system. Bing.
But the best part was he backed up far enough for me to get around the corner. I just kept on going. I mean, if the cop wanted me, he knew where he could find me.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. That's beautiful.
He had a bad
sometimes
night.
karma.
He had a bad night.
Yep, he did.
He had even more batter after that.
He certainly did.
Hang the phone up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang the phone up, back up, get out of somebody else's
Or
way,
go.
turn, or just go. Right, just go.
Either or. I mean, I was
That's
across
beautiful.
the intersection at 987. He could have just gone.
At any point.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing how stubborn people get. It's like they're just not going to do it. They're just not. You know what is nice to see now when you come down to the turnaround there at 378, where 309 comes down 3, and we do our flip flop. We spin around to come back up to the terminal. We go down the traffic light.
Yeah.
People are starting to stop before.
Yeah, they know now.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's like
Except the other night, last week, I had a tractor trailer that was out over the limit line, and I just looked at the guy. I go, "You should know better."
exactly.
Nope.
What do you think?
I pull right there. And I'm getting paid by the mile. I only got one to go. How about you? I get all night.
That is awesome, dude. Yes, it's this job will drive you crazy if you let it. And I've left it. I've left it drive me crazy at times. I really have. It has.
Well, I'll tell you what.
There are nights where it's
early
just-
on, when I first started with this company, some of the runs they had me on were like pulling
It can be rough.
whatever hair I had left.
Yeah, it can be rough. I know.
I didn't like it.
Welcome to the party, pal.
You think you're done. You think you're done. You walk in there and they hand another paper out of the window, and you look at them and go, "Seriously?"
Yeah, you hate when it's busy.
No, because that's why I say you load the Maven and you load it now, because I come back. This guy's like the wind. It's going to be a hurricane wind, but it's like the wind.
He literally is amazing. I've never seen a guy drop and hook as fast as this guy does.
He is fast.
Yeah. In less than 10 minutes.
I have covered Bauer one night, and I can remember pulling in, and he was behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone, and I'm just backing into my door, and I'm going, "What the hell?"
Yep. I know. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know what he does. I don't know if he is lighter than air.
Yeah.
That he's just
You ever see me walk?
around. He's just floating. It's I don't
could
get
be
it.
like one of those floats.
But
I'm like,
that's 100%
parade.
true. I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it. I don't know how he did it, but
No.
I've seen him do it.
I watched him do it for a year. And I was like, I just can't do this anymore. Because I felt incompetent.
Yeah.
And then I find out that my truck is driving slower than everybody else's. Not so much now. But it drove me crazy. And just watching this, I mean, it is amazing. When you look, you think, he's a big guy. It's going to take him, nope. I don't know how he did it, but he's amazing.
Believe
when
me,
I grow up.
If I really don't need paperwork, that'd be the guy. Nobody'd see me.
He's like the wind.
I call up, your trailer's in your door.
I hit arrive on the Maven. You ought to know it's here now.
You're right.
He actually taught me something without knowing he taught me something. When they have me like maybe run a U line down to Oaks before I go to Lamar or something like that. I'm not taking an empty over to U line. I'm going to get in that truck, bobtail over there, and get on the road as soon as I can. Unless you catch me, then I'll take an empty.
Well, 7 o'clock when I get there, there's usually 5 guys sitting there waiting for him.
Right.
Yep.
That is
around.
True. That is true. When I do go over, I do go around the building and go, "Oh, good, there's no empties."
Yeah.
I know.
I take that little look. I'm like, I'm scared. A guy's backing under. Yeah. I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, sometimes you see a Ross or you see one of those trailers or a Best or one of those, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm out of here."
The problem is now it's like a longer ride around the building.
I know, a lot longer.
It's a mile till you get back out the 309.
Yeah, it can literally, by the time you start, there was no empties there. By the time you come around the building, there's 3 there. Like, what the heck?
When you stop at door 20 and you do your paperwork and you're looking at it and you go, "Oh, wait, I'm not writing the odometer down yet. I'll get another mile before I get over there."
I know.
To the View Island, we go.
It's freaking crazy. I just used 3 gallons driving around the building. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, it's crazy. But it's
Well,
coming
if you
together
think
well.
you think it's interesting, wait till they start the construction with the office.
Where are they? Does anybody know where they're putting the fuel island?
I don't have a clue.
I don't either. I'm looking, they have a big spot cut out right next to the shop, but I can't imagine. But that's where it is in Washington. It's right next to
Where
the
it
shop.
is in Oaks.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if that's where it's going to wind up being. If it's that cutout section, that's where they're going to put the tank. I don't know.
True. Maybe they are going to put it there.
It made sense to me, but there's not going to be a shack there for the fueler. Bob's not going to like that.
Oh, they
He already told me
they
he's
can
not
put
gonna
up
like
a little shack.
There's no shack in Norristown.
There's no fueler in Norristown either.
There's no fueler. There's a fueler in Harrisburg, and there's no shack either.
Is there a
There's
fueler?
That's right aside of the.
Well, I know where the what?
Yeah, I don't think. I think
Do they have a
They
fueler?
have-
They have to
out
fuel
there.
their
I
own.
think
have
they
a
do.
fueler.
Well, maybe they don't.
I don't know. I know they did. There was a time when the fuel island was down by the doors, before they moved it over to the shop, when it was down on the, what I
Right.
mean, where it used to be.
Yeah,
Well,
between
they had a
30,
fueler.
32
Yeah.
and 38.
One of the other reasons I brought Allison along with me because I miss her.
That's awesome.
She has some advice. She doesn't know it, but she has some advice for those four-wheelers out there. When you're passing a tractor trailer, what do?
Pass.
Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
You got
And
that right.
Don't hang in my aft quarter.
Yep.
And another thing I learned is when you're going up a hill,
Mhm.
it's okay to like be in front of the tractor trailer. But when you're going down, let him go.
Yep.
Because you don't want to
Either
go in front of him.
Either
and let
you
him
get
go.
going
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
or move over.
Yeah.
A little science experiment with Mr. Proton. Gravity takes effect. Or Georgia
Yes.
Overdrive, whichever.
Yeah, I might be going 29 miles an hour now, but I come over the other side, I'm not
Yeah.
going to be.
No, exactly. And it's going to be hard for me to slow down and stop. Don't you love that coming down to 309?
Yes, love it. Beep, beep, beep,
These people just,
beep, 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 beep.
you're coming down from the top of Summit Lawn down to 309 to get off and they just cut you off. They just keep coming. They got to get ahead of you. It's like, you're going to get ahead of me one of these
And then
days.
you stop at the light and they're right next to you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, they
Way to
got you
go,
far.
idiot.
Yeah. Got you far.
Way
You
to
almost
go.
killed yourself and gave me a heart attack.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Don't worry about it.
But we have a good four-wheeler.
We do.
Right
Brakes
now.
are fine.
And I am. They are. And I appreciate that. That's the thing is that you appreciate people who understand what we do for a living.
Yeah.
And sadly, it's far too often it's family members who understand it.
Well,
because
at least
they hear it
Because
from us all the
they're
time.
tired of their driver, husbands, sons, daughters, whatever,
Wives,
coming
whatever,
home
right?
bitching.
Right. That was when I taught my kids how to drive. That was one of the things I did was number one thing is you read signs. When they were driving, when I'm out with them, I would just randomly ask them, what's the speed limit? What was the last sign? Just like when you did your driving, what's the last sign you just passed? You need to know your signs. You need to know what's going on around you. You need to know where the road's going, what the laws are, where you're at, what your speed's supposed to be. And number two, watch out for big trucks.
She's getting pretty good too at anticipating. That's one thing I think four-wheelers are terrible. But we know. I mean,
Yeah.
we can look at a car and know what it's going to do.
Mhm.
It's the ones that you can't
Isn't that
tell.
the
That's
truth?
the problem.
It's the ones that drive down the highway with their four-ways on and then turn left in front of you to turn around in the middle of the highway.
Oh.
Those are the ones you cannot anticipate.
That's the one that you had?
That's the one I had.
Yeah. I had a guy last night that
It's crazy.
he has FedEx driver on the shoulder, four-ways on. And I'm 65 miles an hour coming up 81. And there's two cars on my left-hand side, and he pulls right out into the right lane.
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
like,
And he's a truck driver,
yeah, not a very good one.
apparently. Or he just doesn't want to make it to tomorrow.
They
Big
do that
fucking
at the
thing right here is
Yeah.
called a mirror.
They do
Yep.
that at the rest area.
They do.
You know, they're parking 12, 15, 19 back from the rest area.
Yep.
And they come out in the right lane of traffic.
Yep.
Why not just run through the rest area
Yeah.
and get your speed going that you
That
spit
would-
out of the other side?
That makes too much sense.
It
Yeah,
does.
true.
It would take them too long to do that.
Right.
People drive you crazy.
And they would see the other
People are
17
nuts.
spots that they missed.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
There is just so many pet peeves in this industry, which is I was talking with, who was I talking with last night? Gary. No, Gary? Yeah, Gary.
It wasn't me.
Nope, it was Gary. We came up with a name for another, and now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, no. You have Brian's disease.
A name
I
for
do.
what?
Like a addendum to the show or a little add-on part. Wisdom from the road. I know, like, why was that so hard to remember? I was like,
Oh, that's actually the name?
yeah,
Oh, I could come up.
because
something better.
it's like wisdom from like it's like
Wisdom from behind the wheel.
it's like Brian Shipper on pot. wisdom from the road. Just relaxed. You should do this. I said pot. I didn't say.
Brian Chaperone pie. Are you going to eat all those Fritos?
Gas me another brownie.
No, I just thought that was I thought that was a really good idea. That's something we could think about. It doesn't have to be called that, but that was what we had came up with. But we had chit chatted about just something that's like helpful hints of safe driving for people. Like little addendum on. They won't listen. I know they won't listen, but
mentor to them.
right. That's that's kind of the hope. Like.
Not like hope and change.
Like, no, we want real hope.
Not gonna start.
We
not
want
gonna
real
say
hope.
it. I want to, but I'm not.
He's biting his tongue.
We could get him going easy.
I know it would. He's easy. It's just a slip on a banana peel for him. It's an
Not
easy
even.
thing.
You just have to look at the peel.
Yep. He's over. He's going. You don't like that idea? You don't like the idea of
Hope and change.
hope and change
I'm
from the
hoping
road?
it's gonna change.
Yeah, me too. I'm still hoping. I don't know about the hope, but all I'm left with is change so far in my pocket.
Look.
It's the jingle.
When it comes, I'm done. When it comes down, when it comes down to NBC, the National
Broadcasting
Bureaucratic Company, okay? When it comes down to them actually interviewing Pennsylvanians.
Have you seen Fetterman lately?
Yeah, he's changed. He's the other guy.
He is. I know what happened.
And I got to give it to him. He's kind of pissed off about the U.S. Steel selling the Nippon there.
Yeah.
Okay. But, and I'm going to say this, they interviewed Pennsylvanians.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the economy? How do you feel, about the jobs and how the economy's doing, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. Nobody, it went crickets when they said, do you people think the economy's in a better place than it was 3 years ago? Crickets.
Really?
There was another guy that says, I'm retired. I had more money in my retirement account 3.5 years ago than I do now. And this is coming from NBC. So they got nothing left.
Was that Allison asked? Was that a focus group type of thing, or like
I have something my wife found on the internet, and it said NBC, and she played the whole clip, and
Wow.
it was probably one of them focus group things.
Well, I know I'm getting stronger as I get older because I can now carry in two hands $400 worth of groceries.
I know, right?
I'm gonna sign you up for the Iron Man competition.
It drives me. When this first started, I used to I would question my wife.
The other question
What are you
was
spending money. Where's all the money? How much did you spend? I look at the bank, and she went to Walmart, and I'm like, we had money in the bank. What happened?
the other question was
Got to get food.
How the stock market is right now. And I said to my wife, it's higher than it was when it was Trump was there, okay?
And so is everything else.
At this point, we have to use Common Core math. The stock market has to go to 42,000 before we're actually going to have disposable income.
Right.
Until this economy has disposable income that people can spend on any kind of, crazy shit.
Who has it?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just crazy.
It is.
They're saying how Christmas is, the business is booming and people are buying stuff. Let me talk to them in February when they're still paying the credit card bill off.
Talk to them this year, and they're still paying off last year's Christmas credit card. That's the problem. Is people that's what they're doing.
Whirly's truck service up here at 863.
Yeah, I know him.
Of course you do.
I went to school with him actually.
He did go to Liberty.
Yeah.
No, Brian. Bruce runs it now.
Hausman.
I think that's his last name.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
No shit, Bruce Hausman.
Yeah, Lou
I
died.
told you.
No,
There's nobody he doesn't know.
Jim Worley.
No, I don't know, Jim. I know Lou.
I got it.
Anyway.
I'll bring the ball. Yeah.
Dude, I trust you.
But-
I know you long enough to know if you say you know somebody.
They originally, the gas station was over in Fountain Hill on Broadway, right down from Broadway Speed Shop, same side as the American Legion.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, they was.
Okay.
It's not a question.
But then him and his father and that moved out there because his father was hooked up with Parker, and supposedly the rumor was that his father developed a dump for Parker dump trailers, but he got screwed out of the money or something. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, it was Vaspremi, Worley, Hausman. Yeah, Bruce Hausman.
Well,
holy shit.
Lou
Lost
Worley
path.
was there when we first moved in the 90s, and then he disappeared, and I asked Bruce, and he died. I didn't know that.
Wow.
But Bruce is running the show. I don't know anybody else there that's higher than him right now, but he busts my chops every year when I come in for inspection. I have a 99 Ram 2500.
Nice.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
It's a rust
Well,
bucket.
it's paid for.
So what? It's right. It's paid for. That's what's nice. I don't care what it looks like.
I have an 03 Ford that's a rust bucket. If you listen, you can hear it rust out in the parking lot.
But I've had it since brand new. And I've,
See?
every now and then you got to drop $600 on it or
Right.
whatever.
You have to
And
keep
Bruce
up on
always,
things.
when are you going to get a new truck? I'm not going to inspect this anymore for you. I'm like, yes, you are.
Yeah.
Because do you know do you see the price
For $90,000, you're going to inspect it again.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
I'll drop
can't afford a new
$600
truck.
on it.
I can't afford a new truck.
No, it's freaking nuts. No way.
I can't even afford an old truck.
No way. With the fuel prices? No way. Why do you think my Ranger just sits here?
And that's a little truck.
And it's a little truck. I
That sucks gas just sitting here.
it does.
Tank leaks.
But it's
That'll
just
do it.
crazy. It's just it is. I don't know. I don't know where they find the people, or I don't know where the people where their thinking is at when they're asked. So what do you think of the economy and the president? Oh, I think it's great. Really? I don't know.
All right, you better get off the political platform
No,
or
I don't-
everybody's going to bitch.
Yeah. I'm allowed to have an opinion.
Check your bingo cards, people.
There you go.
Well, this isn't an opinion. The economy sucks.
It does. You're right. It's not. It's a fact.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
not opinion.
I mean, I don't know I don't know how they can figure that this economy is booming.
I don't know.
Because they look at the stock market and then they look at unemployment.
That's the thing,
Unemployment
is
is ridiculous.
And the
That's
stock
because
market
people
is
stop
not
looking
tied
to
to
get
the economy
looking for
anymore.
jobs.
No. What happened was they lost all those jobs for COVID and they all came back. Oh, look at all the jobs that we create. No, you didn't.
Right.
You got the same amount of people back working that you did prior to COVID.
But-
Plus, you got at least 10,000 a day walking across.
And literally, what you did was you wound up.
And then, by the
losing-
way, we just stopped down all the rail traffic that whatever was made in Mexico can't come to the United States right now because it's too many hitchhikers on the train.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's thousands. But yeah, I mean, I bought the Audi for gas mileage,
right?
and I still got to pay $60 a week to drive it back.
They
And
got a
forth to work.
sunroof?
Yeah.
Well, you should put a mast up there and put a sail on it.
As long as the wind's blowing the right way.
Right. Can't come in today. Wind's
You
blowing
see-
out of the
you see me
west.
tacking across 3 lanes.
Coming about. There she blows.
Coming
Center
about.
Valley.
It's coming about.
I'd have to get somebody to throw a morning line. when I come in.
Just tie your car to the bumper of somebody in front of you.
Oh, like we did in high school.
Yeah, it's in the system.
Yeah, it worked well until you hit asphalt.
It's driver assistance.
You hit that dry patch, and that was the end of bumper slide.
That's what I told
it's
my
just-
son the other day. It was just a couple of days ago. Something happened to his car with the heater or the radiator or whatever, and he wanted to drive it over Sioka. I said, well, I don't know. This was the old days. We would just put a rope on it, and I'd drag you over it.
Right.
But I'm not doing that
a
now.
lot. Yeah, we used to do that a lot.
Sioka Subaru or
Subaru, yeah.
font of the
He's got a 2000 Impreza, which is a really
uh,
good shape. He found it a real steal on it.
Yeah.
And some old lady, it's 34,000 miles, brand new.
Wow.
So he bought that. He's been running it, but you know what? Fix it.
Yeah.
You see the prices of new cars?
Exactly. It's cheaper to fix.
Mhm.
Incur the wrath of whatever cost it's going to be because it's not going to be anywhere near what a new car is going to cost you.
Well, he said it's what, $1,055 to put a new radiator in.
It's a lot easier to come up with $1,055 than it is to come up with $650 every month
You can go up from there.
or more. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
Only $1,100 a month for a new Sierra. Like,
I know. Are you kidding me? It's a mortgage. Are you nuts? You know what I mean? It's like crazy.
Can't do it.
No.
Won't do it.
well, look at some of the leases on these cars nowadays.
Oh, it's crazy.
$549 a month. That used to be rent on the apartment.
Right. My rent used to cost less. When I first got married, it was $417
And
a month.
by the way, you need 5,000 down, and then you can get it at 549 a month.
Yeah. That's another thing. Down payment on a lease? No, I don't think so. I'm renting. I'm
Right.
not buying.
Right.
If I put anything down, that's so many months lease.
Right. Exactly.
I'm
I
not
don't.
giving you $5,000
Yeah.
chunk up front.
Why would you rent a car?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm
Well,
like.
there are some people that they want to get rid. They
I guess it
want new
works for
cars
them.
every 2-3 years.
Well,
And I guess that's a good point. I'd put too many miles on the car. I'd wind up paying every
If you
every
got-
time
No,
I
I
trade it
just
back
buy
in.
new cars because I run them 20 years. I don't care. I don't care if I'm running it. It's only got 3 wheels. I'm running it 20 years.
as long as it's got a sticker on there, he's good.
That's right. He's good to go. Amen, brother.
I got an inspection.
That's all right.
It always will.
You know what? You feel like this is like the Great Depression, and like
Yeah.
your
The Great Depression of modern
they held
times.
on to everything. And that's what you
I
do
know
now.
people that say it's coming.
It is coming. It's
Mhm.
coming.
We need that freeze-dried food that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Yes,
your prepper stuff.
Yes, sir. You got that right. Amen.
We need a generator.
We need Allison around here more often. Do you hear that, folks? You need preparewithhll.com.
That's right.
Preparewithhll.com. 30-year coffee.
And keep it high on the
Enough
shelf
said,
so the
right?
dogs don't get it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So,
First comes the
25
first.
years
I'll
from-
eat the dog.
Remember that Texaco station that used to be the top of Wyandotte Hill?
Yeah, Freeman. No, not Freeman's. I know who you mean. They had a Dodge tow truck. Go ahead.
Years and years and years. Like
Don't ask me the
many,
name.
Many years ago. I had a friend, a Puerto Rican friend, who lived on the south side, who knew the guy whose dad owned the place, right? So I wanted to put cherry bombs on my car. I had a 64 GTO convertible.
Wish you had that now, huh?
My brother has
how
it.
about it?
Does he?
It's cherry.
Wow.
You
No
can't touch
kidding.
that for less than $160,000.
Oh, my word, yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah. 389 trips, 4-speed. Power windows, power top.
Did you sell it to your brother or did you give it to your
No,
brother?
no. I drove it in high school. It was my dad's car all the time.
Wow.
So he bought it from my dad. Anyway, we went up there, put it on the lift, took down the old exhaust, get ready to put the new exhaust up, and the dad shows up. Get that fucking thing out of here. You know what straight dumps coming off of an engine like that sounds like? Sounds like you're at NASCAR.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had to drive through Southside Bethlehem to go home.
Well, you
Everybody knew you were
coasted down
driving
the
through.
hill anyway.
When I came home, thank God my street was like on a little bit of a hill. Like if you come in on Highland and roll down towards 16th Avenue,
Right.
you're rolling down the hill.
Yes.
And that's what I did. Just shut it off and roll down.
Let's just coast this home.
So the next morning when I get up to go to school, I'm waiting to see, did that go yet? Did that go to work yet? Did that go to work?
Is it safe?
Because when you fired that up, everybody in the neighborhood woke up.
Yeah, the alarm is going.
But we got the exhaust put back that day, but that was fun.
That is awesome, dude.
And the worst part was at the top of my street, at the corner of West, North, and Highland, was Sergeant Augustino.
Augie! Yes, Augie! I knew his daughter, Maria.
Telling you, dude.
His son was my age.
Huh?
His son was.
Oh, okay.
But he was also a sergeant in the police department.
Yeah.
Which is another reason we rolled down there.
Wow. This is like going down memory lane. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
He does know everybody.
I'm telling you. It's the craziest thing. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Right there
I
on
just
the right.
know that
you
he
make
does.
You make the left. You make the right. He's right there.
Wait,
Yeah.
Bethlehem Public Works, Julio Martinez.
No.
No?
Oh, my word.
Wow.
Oh, my word.
I got one he doesn't know.
You did.
I knew most of the cops because of the towing.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Public Works, that was after. Oh, there's a pothole there now. Who cares? Drive around it. Put a cone there.
Well, his kid was my age. He was a good guy. 4th Avenue, I think he lived on. So he was over in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
The street that, you get off on 378. If you go past 8th Avenue, the next exit.
That's the one I
isn't
get
that
off.
Center
Second
City.
Avenue. Second Avenue.
Second. That's
Third Avenue.
Third Avenue.
Third.
That's the street he lived
I
on.
take it every
Yep.
day to
Yeah.
work.
Yep. Third Avenue.
Center City.
Yeah.
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 That's-
yeah.
That's a
we
great
grew up in
place
the
to
same
be.
neighborhood
I
and
know
everything.
it's the that's why when Chipper told me he used to drive the tow trucks around, I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. You know, it's like that.
Is Waylon and everybody else from Bethlehem?
You know,
We got
I
the
don't
fueler,
know.
you, me.
That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Feels
It
like
does.
everybody.
I think
Well, we got
That's
Scott.
where all the cool kids grew up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Scott-
it.
That's what it is.
Scott and Tom are in the Poconos. I know they're in the Poconos because Tom showed me a video of a bear in his backyard.
Tom Schaefer.
No, Tom. Dunn.
Oh, Tom Dunn.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I know
there's
he's up
another
in the
Tom.
Poconos. Yeah, I know. It's Tom Schaefer, Tom Murray, Tom Dunham.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
It's like when
three
you
of
say
them, yeah.
Tom, it's like
Pick
which?
one.
Yeah, same thing with Brian. You know, when you say Brian, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that other Tom you're talking about, Murray, he is hilarious.
He is funny. Yeah, he is funny.
He cracks me up.
He has been around for a while, and I'd like to get him. We got to get him on the show one of
You
these days.
should.
Yeah, if I could get him out here. It'd
He
be
could do a
blast.
stand-up act, I bet you.
Oh yeah, he is funny. I agree. One of these days. One of these days. What are you laughing at, Chip?
Stand-up
Nothing.
truckers.
I'm just
You got a
picturing
picture in your head?
I'm just picturing the list of the drivers and their names and their other names.
Ah.
Their side names.
Oh God.
These are the ones we don't know about. I don't
Yeah.
know about.
These are the ones I don't want to know about.
I don't know what they call me. I'm sure they call me something.
Couscous. Because nobody can figure out your last name.
Because Kuzan's hard to figure out.
It's right up the road.
I know. That's why when you said it, I was like, okay,
It's not
that's
spelled the
easy.
same way, but
No, but it's a basic, same basic premise.
same thing.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It is.
Kuzan
Close enough.
or Kuz. I didn't know if you went with the A, the long A, something like Kuzan or Kuzan.
It's not a bread.
Well, it could.
It's not a roll.
Smith.
That works. Do you go with the long I or the short I? Yeah, Patty Smythe.
That's with a Y, not an I.
Same thing.
Okay. Sounds the same.
Yeah. Sometimes, you just gotta.
You said you didn't have nothing to talk about.
I know, right? We got an hour and a half, almost an hour and 40 minutes. This is what I'm telling you.
Where are you from? Oh, you said Park. You went to Parkland.
She came with him.
I know. No shit, Sherlock. She went to Parkland, so that
Do
means
you know
she didn't
anybody
live
from
in
Parkland?
Bethlehem.
I'll bet he does.
I bet you.
I
he
might,
does.
but I'm not even gonna go
He's
there
not
because
even
my
gonna say.
brain.
He
No.
couldn't remember CS markets or whatever.
Who's
it
the
was.
most famous
CNS.
person you ever talked to?
The most what?
Famous person.
Who's the most famous person you ever talked to, dude?
Who cares?
I'm just curious.
no, I don't.
Gary's
I
asking.
honestly don't know. Be honest with you. I
Really?
don't think
You mean on
nobody
the
was
show?
famous.
No, anywhere.
Or just in life?
anywhere. You have to run into somebody.
No, not me, man. I just unless they broke down.
You know who
I would run
Billy
into
Walker
them.
was? Billy Walker, country music singer.
No.
Do you know who Billy Joel is?
Oh yeah.
It's his brother-in-law. Drives the bus.
He's related.
Billy Joe and Billy Walker. He walks on. He walks them out.
I didn't really talk to Billy Joel, so I figured I'd just go with another Billy,
There you go.
I don't know. I don't know if I've really ever talked
I don't
to
know.
anybody
Yeah, I
famous.
don't know either.
I
Well-
waited on Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
She was what?
She was on.
I waited.
She
on it.
waited.
I was,
Oh,
I
really?
was a waitress. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where was the captain at?
Thorny Park.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Oh,
You worked at Dorney Park?
Pardon me?
You worked at Dorney Park?
Oh, yeah.
No
Since
kidding.
I was 15.
Wow.
that was back when the Midway was free. That's
Yes.
what everybody
You
went there on a
literally-
Friday.
You
Yeah.
literally just said she's old.
Well,
She is old.
She's
She don't
our
look it,
age.
though.
She's not old.
She don't look it though.
no, she don't.
Not for being married to you, dude. I'm kidding. I tease.
And she's got low mileage.
Fair
I-
game, man.
No, it's
Only going to church on Sundays. Low mileage.
how long ago did you work at Dorney Park?
Whoa, the Midway was free. What, 25 years ago?
I know.
How many
At
tickets?
least.
I remember when the Midway was
for the
free.
roller coaster.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
You got to go to the Alfundo booth and buy
Yeah,
the ticket.
Alfonso says you must be this high.
Oh, I remember when it was free.
Yeah.
I do.
I started out boiling hot dogs at the race car track
No kidding.
just because I was like, I had a month.
Whoa. You were there. You were there. You worked there when they had the race, the stock
Yeah.
cars?
Yeah. We used to
Get
live.
the hell
I
out.
used to walk to work.
I'm waiting for him to say he knows you.
Yeah.
He remembers you making hot dogs. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, wait. You were there when what? I know who you are now.
They ran
Stock car races.
Yeah,
Yep.
what, was that Friday? That was
Friday or Saturday night. It was.
Saturday night.
Saturday. Then it was Nazareth Friday night. Saturday was Dorney or Flemington, I think.
Yeah,
Because I used to go. Yeah, I used to go up Nazareth all the time. Get the hell out. She remembers the stock car track. Well, now it's Wild Water Kingdom,
Yeah.
Right.
or otherwise, see how many can drown in a year.
Yeah, we're going for a records.
Yeah, well, bring them in from New York.
Oh
See
my
if they
God,
swim.
That's terrible.
Then we'll
now.
keep them. It's the keeper. Did we just say that out
It's a
loud?
4-foot wave pool. It's a 4-foot wave pool. Stand up. Okay?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Stand up.
What's that floating in the pool?
It's a Clark bar.
Oh my word. Boy, did this conversation ever take a turn. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I remember Tony saying something about you're always talking about poop.
Yeah. We get it all the time.
It
The guy we
happens.
talked to last week or 2 weeks ago.
This is where a sleeper comes in handy.
It is. It is.
I just remembered it on the
You can. Yeah, you can.
There's a picture on the internet. Okay. No, I can't. Because I'll tell you after, because where I'm going, it's not gonna be good.
Got stuck on 495 around Washington, D.C. We're just sitting there for hours, and this lady comes up and knocks on my door. She goes, "Can I use your bathroom?" I looked at her. I go, "If I had one, you could use it."
Jump on the catwalk, woman.
Don't you have bathrooms in there? No, I'm sorry, I don't.
He's such a friendly guy.
Does this look like a Howard
Jump on
Johnson?
the catwalk, woman.
Now, everyone has used the trailer already.
A trailer?
The trailer that you're pulling. Like, you got to go bad. You can get in the trailer and go.
Nope.
That's what the bags are for.
Nope. That's what the guardrail is for.
That's too cold.
You don't want to be a flick on the guardrail. And if you don't know what that means, you'll wait. You'll see.
Allison is going, how did I get into this conversation?
24 hours of Christmas. Check out flick.
Oh, my word. Yeah, we just had some conversations about that. Somebody sneezed.
Yes, I heard that one.
Yes.
That was yes, that was a prior show.
I think
Yes.
that comes with age, though.
I hope not. I mean,
He's younger than us.
I got allergies,
Oh,
you
my.
know?
The guy that sneezed is younger than us.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like in his mid 40s.
No,
Yeah, Bowers, or is he younger
I
than that?
think he's like in the
Is he
late
like-
30s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I
Boy, I
think
hope
so.
he's got better
I
retention.
guess I'm
of
on
time.
borrowed time, huh?
Yeah, right. I call it bonus time. To be honest, I have a set date, and I'm past
He's already
it.
past it.
I'm past.
He's good. It's all gravy.
Ready to check out in any minute now.
Downhill, huh?
Quickly.
At a high rate of velocity.
Oh, did you hear about the ski trip?
Husky.
You know, went on a ski trip. Everything was going well. Then it all went downhill fast.
Nah,
That's a dad joke.
That
on the
is.
Billboard.
It is.
It
I saw it
is.
today.
but I'm glad you brought it along.
Hey, how do fish get high?
How?
Seaweed.
Now
You know
that's
what? I read that too somewhere. That was a kid's joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She might be on the same Facebook thing I stroll on.
I'm easily amused.
No,
what
they're
did you say?
They're on 22.
Oh, they are?
Billboards.
Oh, well,
Dad
I don't.
jokes.
Do you think I read a billboard?
Did you say something about you being on Facebook?
Yeah, I troll it. I'm like, I'm unidentified. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
troll
Ask
on
Ballers.
Facebook.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
I'm a
even
troller.
find Facebook.
I'm up at night clicking forever. It's been a long week and a half.
That's a dad joke. Shipper on Facebook.
That's all right. My mom is 90 and she just learned how to text on a cell phone. She texted me, "Did you get this?"
I've been doing this for 3 years now.
You know what?
Yes, I got this, but I'm not Kathy. That's my sister.
That's all right.
Got to give her
Did
points
you get
for that.
this? Yes, I got this, but I'm not Allison. That's my wife.
You know what? Your mom's 90 and she's learning to text. That's awesome.
It is.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, she's with it yet.
My mom's dead, so
I'm sorry.
she's not texting. I hope. If I get a message, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Then you need to call
And if
Tony.
I do, yes, exactly. I've got a story
That's
for
right.
you.
He's got that other.
Yes, the confession.
that
the
other
other
show.
program. Yes. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be a good one to put on there. Hey, my grandma texted me.
Hey Tony, Grandma Pat. She just texted me. She's dead since when? Like 8 years ago. Like whoa. Look
Miss
at
me yet?
Grandma phone. Oh my word. Well, this has been a lot of fun,
It has.
Yes.
and I have really enjoyed having you guys out here. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Absolutely.
This is always a blast.
Is
I
it
love
time to
doing
crack
it.
a beer yet?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
you gotta crack
can
them
crack
anytime.
whenever you want. Yeah, my word. You
Well,
don't have
I
to
brought
wait.
them to share.
Well, yeah, we'll share, but you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. You can crack them whenever.
Well, wait a minute. We might have another 2-hour show going here.
We just might get more conversation
Good
going.
idea.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to do that. You're too kind, dude.
I have an old 45. My dad worked at Mack Trucks.
The gun? Oh.
My dad worked at
Bringing
Mack
guns right
Trucks
away.
Uh-huh.
way back when, and it's an old 45 that these guys are singing about truckers. And
Uh-huh.
Old Western Mac. I'll have to bring it in.
That sounds cool. Thank you, sir.
If we don't like it, we'll just go get another one.
It's stuck. The song's playing in my head, but you don't want me to sing it.
What is the song?
What's the song called?
Big Western Mac.
Western Man.
Oh, you played that for me already.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on a 45, I bet you. An old one.
On the close and play.
Okie dokie. Close and play. Close and play. I never heard of
Who did that commercial? Was it Bill Cosby? Anyway. Yes, her dad was like a bigwig at Mack Trucks.
Really?
Yes.
Well, now you bring that up. Well, we're
What's the
not
name
done
of
with
the
the show.
See, she's attached to the truck.
So what did he end up doing?
What was the name of that song?
Well, there's multiple questions now.
Yeah.
You were done with you, Gary.
Big Western Mac.
That's good. I'm thirsty.
Flip side too. I can't remember it. He was vice president of finance.
Oh. Maybe he was in the planning and drawing stages of what we drive because I got a couple questions.
No, he was not an engineering guy.
No.
That was my dad.
Hmm.
But he was a draftsman. He didn't determine.
Oh.
What he was gonna be.
So why didn't you just go work for Mac? Oh, might as well keep this running. Why didn't you just go work for Mac?
It never occurred to me.
Really?
Really?
We used to have a bulldog on our lawnmower.
We did.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
I used to have a couple of them, but then when we got rid of my mom's house, I just left
Bulldogs,
everything there.
lawnmowers, or what?
Bulldogs. I used to get them from the wrecks. Just bang them right off. What are you doing? Oh, you're looking for that thing?
Yeah, I'm looking for that song. But it's not on
Well, the
YouTube.
country song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's old.
Yeah, it really never occurred to me because, like, Allison grew up, went to Parkland. She grew up in Allentown. I grew up in Bethlehem. We didn't meet till we went to college.
Oh, really?
Where'd you go to
Yeah.
college?
Mansfield,
What'd you study?
Tioga County. What did I study?
Anything anything good?
Well, back in the 80s, that was The Art of Drinking 101.
Let's put it this way. I pledged Tau Kappa Epsilon in the fall of 1978, and what came out that year? Animal House.
Amen, brother.
Another.
Yeah, so when we
Another
graduated
good
college,
show.
we went in the Army.
What do you mean we? You went
I
there?
know. You both
She
went in the Army?
She was 8 years in the Army.
Get
Get the
out.
hell out.
That is awesome.
If she
Well, what'd you
stayed
do in
another
the
year,
Army?
she'd have been a major.
I was in the medical service corps.
Oh,
It was like
okay.
we had like MASH units, but
Wow.
we didn't do.
Man, he's the mash man. Come on, man. That's what I was watching.
Cleaner.
Gun smoking mash.
But we didn't do the major surgery,
Really?
like suturing and stuff. Like if they brought him up from the battalion aid stations up.
Oh, okay. You didn't tell me that,
I
Gary.
know,
I
right?
didn't ask.
It's like a whole other conversation here now. We should have done this earlier.
Well,
we
this
ain't
will-
done yet, people. Hold in.
This will
Scrap
keep them
in.
going on a long drive.
I know, right? What?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Well, she did 8 years.
Doesn't mean she liked it.
That is-
I drive truck.
Well, that's
30
your
years.
fault.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I love my
You
job.
like the driving part.
I do.
You need to talk over here.
It's the other people.
Over where?
On this side.
Oh, sorry. I'm new at this.
You know what I'm going to do? And I do have, these things are expensive.
I bet.
They're like $500 a piece
Wow.
per per microphone. I'm like, are you kidding me? Tony got him for me. He loves his old man.
And,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you should be just. Here's a
I
big
spend
envelope
like 60
of all.
bucks.
Here's a big envelope of all your receipts for the year.
Right.
Tony, reimburse me,
Please. I'm your dad, for goodness sake.
Put a little red dot on it, a sticker, so you know what side to talk in.
Or you could just tie your face to it.
You can do that, but that would be mean, so we won't do that.
So where were you stationed?
Yeah,
then?
I just-
At
That's a good
Fort
question.
Carson, Colorado,
Huh.
and the Gap.
Wow.
Well, that's a hell of a gap.
Did you guys date when you were in the service?
We were
already
married.
Wow, you joined the
You-
service
wait.
together when you were married, or did you get married when you were in the service?
We were both in ROTC. We both
in college.
Yeah, we both knew we were going to go in the Army. And
Okay.
the Army doesn't station fiancés together
Why?
because
Well,
they're
you're not
fiancés.
married.
Are they trying to break you up? Is that is that the plan?
Well, they
That's
want to see if
ultimately
you
how
can
we
see
ended
how it's
up
going to
real.
work.
That is ultimately how we ended up getting out of the Army. They did try to break us up.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were they
Remember,
going to
I
send
came down
you
on
to?
orders for Korea. I was supposed to go to the officer's advanced course and then go to
Yeah.
Korea.
And where were you going?
Nowhere.
Like you were
Yet.
Colorado
that's
or
what I was gonna do next, but we
wow?
start a family.
Yeah, I mean, what? Leave it to the government.
So I resigned.
They screw you on the taxes and they screw you in
The drive-through.
That's the other Brian that you guys have in here sometimes was in the Army, and you should have seen his face when he found out I was a captain.
I had no idea. I knew you were in the service, but I didn't know what your rank was. I didn't know you were in the service.
Yeah.
Thank you both for your service.
Well,
That
you're
is
welcome.
awesome. It really is cool. My wife and I didn't join the service or
He's a
nothing.
pretty good
We're
shot,
not-
too.
That's what would scare me. That's what would keep me a good husband.
That's what keeps them in line.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And our son was on a bit of a rocky path there for a little while. Like he went to the University of Colorado for his first year, then Kutztown, and I drove him there every day until I found out he quit. I didn't know.
Well, you have experience in that.
I do.
Yeah.
And then,
With two.
then we got him his Jimmy, his GMC Jimmy.
Uh-huh.
And he rolled that and got a DUI. And I said, listen, sit down. This is not going the right direction. And I suggested to him what he'd do is go down to the National Guard recruiting station,
Uh-huh.
join the National Guard, let them pay for your college, become an officer. And if you don't like the National Guard, you're done in a couple of years.
Right. And it's the National Guard.
And yeah, 1 weekend a month.
Yeah,
2
you're not
weekends.
guarding the
That's what
border.
I mean. Yeah, I mean,
So
right.
he came back,
Not doing much.
so he came back from the recruiter and he joined the U.S. Army.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gee.
Went to Fort Benning and went infantry. Turns out he was good enough to be a sniper, and he never once showed interest in guns. We can shoot at my house.
Get the heck out. That's awesome.
So we're all in the
Who
Army.
knew, right?
We're all in the Army.
I mean, that's, that's like a talent that you don't know you have until you do it.
What?
Shooting,
Oh.
sniper, not being
Yeah,
in the
I
Army.
couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't either. Which is why I drive.
He's
truck.
shooting stuff I couldn't even see that far.
It is amazing to me. That's fascinating.
So
I mean, that's cool.
it
So
is
is
cool.
he still in?
No, he's
Oh.
he's out now. He's
Going to
he's
nursing
got
school.
one semester
Mm,
less
that's
of
good.
nurse. He's going to be an RN. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that's the way to go. If you're a dude becoming a nurse, that's freaking
Oh,
fantastic.
he's made his grandmother absolutely thrilled
That is awesome.
because my mom was an RN, graduated from St. Luke's,
Oh, that's cool.
and that's where Sam's going to graduate from.
Nice.
So she really
That
wants
is
to be
great.
there on graduation day. I guess they get a pin, and it's a
Yeah.
big deal to get pinned.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So she wants to pin him.
That's neat.
Yeah,
That is really neat.
pretty cool.
How old is he?
30.
That's freaking fan. Don't you wish you were 30 again?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right? It's when I had both hips. It's good.
Yeah, that would help.
My hair, yeah.
I could go with 30
Yeah,
because that would get me out of the 20s. And
Yeah,
I'm,
you get,
I'm
it's
okay
right. You
from
get
there.
past the
Yeah.
20s, and it's like kind of evens out.
'Cause, man,
like finally,
I don't think I could do that 10 years over.
I can handle going back to 18.
Nah.
Is that the song? Is that, I don't know if that's the one or not.
Dang it.
You'll know if you hear the guy.
Nope. Wrong.
All right.
That sounds like an Italian
This is Hammer Lane Legends. Can you name that tune?
I can name that tune in 3 beats.
I can't name that tune and you played the whole thing.
Right. I can't whistle a tune. Save my ass. Wow. So,
But that's really cool.
you went from
We
working
don't
a nurse and
advertise
all
it,
that.
you know?
Oh, yeah, no, but
at
it is-
Dorney Park at the racetrack.
yeah, you guys, you have a
To the
fascinating
Army.
life.
Yeah.
You realize that? You guys have a fascinating life.
You got no money in the bank, though.
Who cares?
Well, who the hell does in America here?
Right,
Today.
right.
Unless you're, Buffett, Gates.
Or Biden.
Right.
Yeah.
Or Biden.
You know, yeah. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry about that.
We moved from California because of Mack Trucks, the world headquarters.
Right. You lived in California
I was born in Colorado.
and then moved to California?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you guys are more
When
fascinating.
she goes to Colorado.
Look at that. They
she's a
even knew
rarity.
back then to get out.
She's a rarity.
Native.
Not a lot of natives in Colorado.
Boy, that's for sure. I believe that. Everybody
used
has
to-
moved from California.
Yeah, and my sister lives
Eastward.
in Boulder, and we call it the Republic of Boulder.
Oh, is
When
it?
I
People's
was
Republic.
adopted, and I just last year found my birth mother.
Oh, no kidding.
Was busy.
No, her kids were like, we thought it was Dad who did all the cheating, but they
Uh-oh.
were married at the time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
but then
That is-
when they told her, it made her cry. And I just said, please tell her. I said, thank you.
Right. Wow.
Gave me a good.
Right. You know, you do what you
Gotta
what you
do,
got to
right?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you actually, how many kids never find their biological mother?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I waited till my parents passed away.
Yeah.
Did you, when you had your tow truck thing going on, did you ever hang out?
Yes.
Because I remember a tow truck for some reason.
At Music Fest?
No. This is pre-Music Fest.
With a Tony the Tiger look to it.
I don't recall, but me and my friend Rodney, we worked at the BP on the South Side, 3rd and New,
Third, yeah.
and there was always a tow truck that would park in there and wait for his. next
That was
call.
Mike's. Mike's from Mike's Towing. He was
Okay.
he was on the south side. He ran AAA on the south side there.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what else also came in there? Remember when they did the Freemansburg Hell Climb?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell's Angels. One guy would come in, open his fuel tank, start pumping. He'd get filled up, and he'd just hand the nozzle to somebody else, and they pay 67 cents and on their way after 80 of them just fueled up.
Wow.
Did you argue with him?
Nope.
No. Have a
Hey,
nice
crazy?
day, sir.
I'd like to live to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is.
Wait, back to the famous people.
Yeah.
You've talked to some.
Yeah. Who?
Well, the most famous, I think, is Henry Kissinger.
no
no
shit.
kidding.
Yes.
Where?
Lehigh University. He came to do the commencement address, and I was in the parking lot in my safety vest telling his driver where to go.
Get the heck out.
And he came out and said, "Thank you very much." That's it. That's my conversation
that's-
with Henry Kissinger.
Hey, you got a chance to
That's
talk to
cool,
him, though,
though.
dude.
You got
Yeah.
more than me, man.
Didn't you run into Tim the Toolman Taylor?
I was going to get there.
Sorry.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I still love that show. and
Okay,
they-
I smoked-
more power.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
I smoked for 45 years, and you know when
Colorado,
you run out,
okay.
when you run out of cigarettes, you got to go get them. So I went down here to the Wawa on Route
Right.
100, and who's at the counter? Tim Allen.
no.
Yeah,
What the heck was he doing in Route 100?
on the way somewhere,
Oh, apparently. It's not like it's a hangout.
but it was kind of cool. It
It's kind of cool. That's really cool.
was just like him and me, and maybe one other guy in the back getting milk or something.
Did you say hello?
Yeah,
Did he talk to you?
he said hello.
That's cool.
That's all.
It's enough.
Davey Allison,
Actually,
I met.
I did years ago.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, if you go
I
there.
met Sally Jesse Raphael.
I remember her.
Hmm.
I was doing.
Red
I was working
glasses.
before I
Yeah,
started.
yeah, the
Yep,
big
before
red
I started
glasses.
driving truck. I was like, I installed security systems, and on the side, I would do like, work down at the back when the Vanity Fair shops were
Reading.
still down here in
Yeah.
Reading.
Yeah,
She was shopping.
I remember those too. Those
Yeah.
shots.
those were good. Those were the days.
They were.
You know, like
They
the
were.
button was off, but
Yep.
so what? They were still
Actually-
fine.
Back then, I helped to install the security systems in Vanity Fair, like the fire systems and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I was doing that on the weekends. I was doing like security work. Yeah, it's like standing in the store being a security guard. You know, like I'm not going to run after anybody if they steal anything. Just
They're
I
going
ain't
to
happy.
steal 10 t-shirts
Paul
that cost 10 cents.
Paul Blart, I'm not. But it was just one of those weird kind of.
That's cool.
Yeah, she walked by and I said hello. I think that's the other famous or person that I've met. I mean, other than Tony, he thinks he's famous.
He's a legend in his own mind.
He is. Don't tell him I said that. He doesn't listen to our show anyway, so I'm safe.
I actually thought I might meet him here, but maybe some other day.
Yeah, well, he lives in Tennessee, so
Right.
Yeah,
Well.
and they're not coming up for Christmas, so
I
know. But my daughter's still here, so
So all your shit's going down FedEx ground, huh?
my wife already sent it.
You think it's safe on those trucks?
I have no idea. She got,
It goes to Amazon this year.
she buys it from Amazon. They ship it to my house. Then she takes it to USPS and sends it to U.S. Postal Service. I'm like,
Wow, she's really taking
why
chances.
not? If you're gonna order it,
Why you drop
have it
ship?
sent to their house.
Yeah,
right.
It's not wrapped.
Now I'm paying $50 for shipping. And I love my wife. Don't get it. It's funny because that's what I thought. I could see it in your eyes. I'm like, it's Amazon. You can
That's
have it sent
because
right
we
to their
got
house.
people all over the place. So
Yeah.
she's used to this.
I don't have people all over the place. I just have important people just south of me.
Yeah. Well,
10 hours
Tennessee,
away.
you suggested as a possible
I did.
landing spot for. See, I want to
It
go
is
south.
pretty. I would love to.
And I'm waiting for him to open that terminal in Charleston. I know I got a wait list, but they open that terminal, I'm going.
Yeah. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
South Carolina, you talking? Because we have one in Charleston,
We
West
do?
Virginia.
West Virginia.
Oh, no.
Wrong Charleston. Trust me.
No.
But yeah, I know. I've thought about. I wouldn't mind going to Tennessee. It's beautiful down there. It was really nice. We went down to visit this year for vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you know what all those Tennesseans are saying? All these people from the East Coast moving
from
in
the
here.
north.
Oh,
Yeah. All these Northerners are coming
Golly,
down.
damn Yankees.
Yep.
When I was in the Army, when I worked at the Gap,
Uh-huh.
trained the National Guard units, and they'd go down to the little Boy Scout camp in West Virginia,
Oh,
AP Hill.
yes.
Yeah,
No, it's not a
So-
Boy Scout camp. It's an Army base.
Army. Well,
Close enough.
It's for little boys.
It's for bigger
they
boys.
did their
Bigger boys
Boy
play with
Scout
guns.
Jamboree there.
They have uniforms, but no
Oh, yeah,
guns.
they did. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we would take up this whole motel. It
Uh-huh.
was just run by this family. They were the nicest family. It was the greatest time. Their kids would come out and sit at the table with me while they're doing their homework. I'm doing my homework. We have fun together. And it was nice. I like that place.
Tell
We
them
went to
about about the trucks going by.
Yeah. There's nothing else to do there. Right. So we would sit out. We would sit out in the chairs and watch the trucks go by, and then we'd give them ratings on their lights. It was that one could just be a ooh, or that ooh, ah. And then you kept going. Like they had a lot of lights. Look, ooh, wow.
Ain't no feeling like chicken mobiling.
That is awesome.
See, so she's more connected to the trucking industry than anyone ever expected. Her dad was vice
Amen.
president of a major trucking
Yeah.
manufacturer, right?
Yeah, that is awesome. That really is. How come she never worked at Mac?
Go there.
Oh, okay.
With my father.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I can understand that. Yeah, but it's
No favors
I have a
were
rule.
ever done.
well, I have a personal rule for myself, and it is don't work with family. I just don't like
yeah,
it.
I have that too.
Yeah, that's
There's just-
probably a good rule.
Yeah,
We've
As-
tried it. It doesn't work.
no,
No.
and
Yeah.
Uh,
Colorado, Fort Indian Town Gap.
right, it saved you.
Yeah.
It's funny because the reason I have that rule is because it always comes back to bite you. If you're the person who's working someplace and a relative starts working there, everybody's watching your relative and letting you know everything they do wrong.
Absolutely.
And I hate that.
Absolutely.
I hate that with a passion. And that's why I didn't want Tony to work at Pitt. And what does he do?
He works at
applies
Pitt.
to Pitt. And I'm like,
And you have to recommend him.
yeah, what are you going to say? No?
Yeah.
He's your
Don't
kid.
hire that shit.
You know, so thankfully he worked out really well. He did a good job. They were happy with him. And he quit on a good note.
yeah, he sounds like a great guy. I would love to meet him sometime.
He is really, and
Except you
yeah,
got to calm
if
down.
he ever gets up,
calm down with the road race. Huh?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he,
Like I'm one to talk about that.
he
you
is,
know?
you know, he's funny because he does like I'm not into the paranormal like he is. I don't
Right.
mind it. Like I don't mind Bigfoot. I don't mind Bigfoot talking. To me, it's all like it's like a drive by for me. You know what I mean? Like it's fun to talk about. It's fun to listen to a little bit, but I'm not like I don't get really serious about it.
Right.
He really gets into it. And I appreciate it. He's doing a great job.
Well, there's something. There got to be something to it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he enjoys it and he loves it, and I have no problem with that. It's just not my thing. You know what I
You
mean?
got to invite him up to Billy and Linda's barn.
Oh yeah, our neighbor's barn is haunted.
Oh yeah,
Big time.
Where's
I have
that?
to let Tony know.
Folksville.
Really?
I can get a twofer. He can come up here and do a paranormal investigation, and we can meet Tony.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We'll do it in the summertime.
Yeah.
We'll throw some shit on the grill.
right.
They had
Exactly.
Have a pool.
Awesome.
a couple of stories
I'll-
I remember from them was
I'll talk to him.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
fun.
See if we can get
Summertime.
she
Summertime.
had when her son was born, or her daughter, one of
Whatever.
the kids. She only had 2 kids. She only had 1 kid. Anyway, stop.
One's enough.
Squirrel. Um,
I'm not going to say it, but it's all
she
women
said
do
she
that.
she went into her daughter's room and there was a figure over the crib, and it was like a woman.
Wow. Kind of watching over.
Kind of watch all over her, and then there is a Civil War soldier that sits on the top of their barn
Yep.
at times.
Wow.
And they also
Yeah.
have the little girl.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
one.
there's a little girl that stands at the top of the steps.
Wow.
And then when the light's the right way, you can see her.
No kidding.
But none of them are evil except
Yeah.
in the bottom of the barn.
yeah.
Like
You know, it's a
Or
bank. It's a bank
Okay.
barn. You know, so it's dug into the
Mhm.
earth, and there's this one particular area of it. Billy has lived there longer than we've been there,
mhm.
and will not go in there. He was deathly afraid to go in there.
Wow.
Just emanates evil.
Yeah, he said it's just freaking evil in
No
there.
kidding.
So I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Your kid would probably love to go in there.
Probably. That's what scares me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, nope. I'm good.
He's a
I'm
ghost. He's in there. Let him stay.
Yep.
Yeah.
He likes it there. That's good.
Yeah.
And he ain't bothering me.
Right.
Right.
that's my whole thing. Is like, I'm good.
Right.
I'm
I
good.
agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Perfect.
100%.
Yeah.
But
it's-
yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd have to do that would be like a remote show of
Yeah. Exactly.
Hammer Lane Legends.
And the confessionals.
Meets the confessionals.
I love it. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Wow.
That would be kind of fun. Yeah. I'd like to do that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. That would be fun.
That could be a great show.
Oh no,
He
I
gets-
just got done looking at the phone. Somebody from the Dixie Chicks died.
Oh no.
One of the family founding members, it says.
The Communist Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, no, but I think this was before that all went
It
down.
was before, what was her name?
That blonde broad,
What was
but
her
they're
name?
all blonde.
Remember? They're all blonde.
Yeah, Push Spice. No.
Yeah, I lost it.
There it is.
Oh, you found it?
No.
Oh.
What the heck was her name?
No.
All right, one more. I leave the rest for Brian and Brian, and then we go home. And our dogs have been alone for a while.
What kind of dogs you have?
2 German Shepherds.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man, after my own heart.
I do.
A regular shepherd or easy? Oh, you tripped over
Are you
the
tripping
rug.
over the rug?
Hey, why don't you nail that rug down?
I know. I actually thought about it this morning on my way home from work, and then I forgot to do it when I got home. Michelle was awake, which distracted me totally because I'm like, "What are you doing up at 6 o'clock?" She's like, "Oh, well, I
Getting
wanted
ready to
get
go
up at-"
shopping?
No, she's like, "I want to." Oh wow, they are beautiful. Oh my word. I'm
Oh,
reaching.
she got a long shepherd.
Yeah,
long hair.
there's a
Yeah,
long-haired one.
we've never seen one of those before. He's the only one in the litter that came out that
Oh,
way.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Actually,
our last
Beautiful.
female was a
when
long
the litter
hair,
came
and
out,
then
we went up and visited the puppies as they started to grow until
Uh-huh.
they were 8 weeks old and couldn't go home. And even at 8 weeks, he didn't
Yeah.
exhibit
really,
No,
that he was going to be long hair.
Wow.
You know, and then I don't know, we started seeing like between the toes, the hair was getting a little longer.
inside the ears.
Yeah.
it starts to grow. He's beautiful.
Oh my word. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's 2, and the younger one is just turned 1
Wow.
at the beginning of December.
And
We
have-
got the younger one. We weren't ready for a dog. We wanted to eventually get another one, keep
Right.
this guy company sometimes and play with. But he was the run of the litter, and she was having a hard time finding people that would take him.
Uh-huh.
So she gave us a really nice price.
Yeah.
But he was the run, and he came with like run issues. Like there could be health issues.
Uh-huh.
Development might be not quite what it should be. But he's turning out just fine.
He's
That's
a,
awesome.
oh, so it's 2 males you got?
Yeah, 2 males.
he's a goof.
And that's another thing that everyone always says. You can't have 2 males in the same house. crap. We had 2 males before, Kaiser
Yeah.
and Otto, and now we got 2 males again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're
He
good
is
dogs.
beautiful.
They're
I
great
love that
dogs.
long hair.
Gosh, yeah.
Oh,
the,
my word.
the younger ones, you had the dots on his tongue yet? Black dots? 'Cause the two what I call factory, the factory German shepherds, like because they have dots on them.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they have black spots.
Some.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Some.
my sister-in-law's shepherd had them. My
Uh-huh.
first one had it, and this one, third one had it. But the long hair didn't for some reason. It was weird.
You know,
Yeah.
I never noticed.
I don't
If
think
I
Otto.
noticed-
Kaiser had him. I don't think Ruger or Fritz has them.
Wow. I had no idea about that. We had a German Shepherd, Saint Bernard Golden Retriever mix.
Oh, wow.
And when she died, it broke my heart, and I was done.
Oh, I bet.
As I said to my wife, I'm done.
I was
So we had 2
devastated
dogs.
when Kaiser died.
It's hard, and I couldn't.
We knew it was coming. He was over 13 and a half years old. And
Oh, really?
Sweetie died on our vacation. She was in kennel. She got bloat, and I got a phone call, and it broke my heart. And I was like, I couldn't do it
Kennel
after
did
that.
something wrong.
I couldn't do it, and it was like, I'm done. And she was huge and fuzzy and hair everywhere,
Fuzzy.
Yeah.
but
Lovable.
she was smart. I mean,
Lovable.
lovable. She was. She was hilarious because she was my dog, but she pestered Michelle all the time. And if Michelle was sitting watching TV, she would sit right in front of her. Michelle's short, so when she sat right in front of Michelle, she'd be like her head level.
Yeah.
And every time Michelle would go to look around her, she'd move. She'd move with her. It was hilarious. I'm like, this freaking
Like
dog is
Forrest
ridiculous.
Gump.
Yeah. It's like, she definitely wants your attention. Pay attention to her. And when she died, it broke my heart.
It
was
I
so
can
hard.
understand that.
Yeah. I was just like, I couldn't do another one. Because I didn't want to. You know what I mean? Like we got a black lab after that and a small Sheltie, and it just wasn't the same for me. Eventually we just wound up giving them to somebody else who was willing to take them in that. And Michelle talks now about getting another dog, and I keep telling her, if you want to get a dog, that's fine. Get a dog. I don't mind. It's just for me.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Boy, that went in a different direction.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
didn't it?
Sad, right?
Welcome to the
Yeah,
show. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that in the conversation of things, you find things out about people.
Mhm.
Like things that make them tick and the things that go on in their lives, and it's all
Well,
those little. That's why I love these conversations.
This conversation right here is really kind of cool because I get to bring Allison in and meet some people that I work with,
Yeah,
and
and she gets to
Yeah,
understand why you
and
hate
when
your
she
job.
leaves, she says, never want to see those people in my life again.
no, I doubt it. I think that I never thought I'd find another company that I could work for that'd be any good. I just wanted to do my time and get the hell out.
Right.
You know?
I
Yeah,
get
this
it.
ain't the army.
But
Feels like it sometimes.
Yeah, true.
after ITS, the one I had the suite setup, I knew they would add
Right.
stops, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I was already getting paid.
Yep.
And then when that went away, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
So when you come here,
Mhm.
what was nice about Pitt, Ohio is you meet people like you guys who don't treat you as the new guy.
I hope not.
You know you're the new guy. They
Yeah.
know you're the new guy. You're going to get the shit runs. You're going to get the shit trucks.
Right.
Just deal with it.
Yeah.
We know you're
And you
the
don't
new
need to
guy.
hear it.
Hey, what's his name? He's been here like a year.
and the thing is, you don't need to hear it from everybody.
Right.
'Cause
And that is
we've all
why
been
I
there.
had that is why
Yeah.
I had a huge problem with our guys.
Yeah, I get it.
Because the first time they referred to me in any way, shape, or form, I was just the.
Wow. That's not good.
And I was like,
I don't like that.
you don't talk to me like that.
Yeah, I don't care for that kind
And at
of
the
stuff.
beginning of the day, we all put our pants on one leg at a time.
You're exactly right.
And we are all employed at will.
Yes.
At will. Which means, depends on what way the will's going.
I do not like those shoelaces you're at.
You're out.
Yeah.
That has always stuck in my head when I read the handbook when I first started here. We are employed at will. And I get it.
Everyone in the state of Pennsylvania who is employed at all is employed at will.
At will.
Unless
Exactly.
you're in a union,
Right.
which most state employees are.
Yes. Most government employees.
It's very sad.
All the way around, no matter how you slice it. Yes.
Why?
Except for the soldiers. But you'd think those are the ones that deserve it.
Yeah, they should have a union.
Right. They need a union. Have you seen how the government treats people? Did I say that out loud?
Could you imagine the military going on strike? Wouldn't that be fun?
Wow.
They're marching out in front of the headquarters. They got rifles.
Exactly. Those are the people you don't want going on. Those are the people you pay them as much as they want.
Now
That's how it is in my
they would
head.
call that an insurrection.
Ooh.
They say we've seen one of
Actually,
those.
they call a lot less an insurrection.
True that.
They tell me we had one.
Would you like a guided tour of the Capitol, Brian?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to arrest you at the end.
Yeah, come along.
It's like a Disney ride.
It is.
Oh,
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's the world we live in.
I enjoy working for Pitt, Ohio.
Good.
And guys like you, that everybody has been very helpful.
I'm glad. I really am.
Some guys I don't know. I mean, I know their faces, could say hi and joke around with them, but I don't.
Welcome to the party, pal.
What? What'd you say?
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
I brought it up at a safety meeting. We don't even know all these guys.
And we're only like 35, 34, I think is what Sean said. There are 34 road drivers when everybody is back and everybody's, healthy. It's 34 of us.
Yeah, well, I don't think we've ever been together at one time.
Yeah,
Right.
you never see
You
him.
get in a safety meeting. Oh, this guy's got his first year of work.
Yeah.
This guy's
Who is
been here a
he?
year? Who is it?
What's his name?
Tom.
Yeah,
His name is Tom.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, they're either Tom or Brian. There's
Tom
a
or
lot
Brian.
of Brians.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tom or Brian.
Yes. It's crazy. It is crazy. But I'm glad you like it at Pitt. I think it's a good place. If it wasn't, Shipper wouldn't be here 10 years. I wouldn't be here 26. It's just the way it is,
Dang.
Yeah, it's like it just. You
If
just
it
wouldn't.
wasn't, I'd still be plucking along.
Yeah. If it weren't, because I hate change.
I don't like
So-
being a low man all the time.
Well, hell, you got
Exactly.
what, 12, 10 guys under you by now.
I do have a lot.
Yeah,
I'd just like to see the list of where you are,
it's crazy. I know.
I'm still on page 3.
No, not that list.
Just the short list. The short list of just road drivers, because that's the
Yeah.
list that matters to us.
Yeah. Hey, how does that work? Somebody told me, like you could be the daytime guy, and they lose seniority or something.
You mean like if you transfer,
Go from line
haul to daytime, you lose your seniority for a year and a day, and then you get your seniority back to where you would be on the list,
Why
just
would they
normal.
do
That's
Because
just
you're
their
changing-
because you're changing departments. That's just it's there to keep people from just going back and forth all the
Yeah, to
time.
be
Because
in
that's
line
what some
jumpers
guys used
all
to
the
do
time.
that years ago. Some guys used to do that.
People used to work line haul only in the summer
Only
because
in
they
the
didn't want
summer.
to play around in the winter.
So they
and they
jump
go back to the city.
Yeah. So in order to keep people from back and forth, it's
It's
you
like
go to the
drove
bottom
out-
for a year and a day, and then you get your seniority
Yeah, I
back.
drove out to Brookville the other night. Freaking truck looked like an igloo.
Yeah, Brooke. I don't.
Portals.
80.
His defroster is just not working.
80 just sucks. I don't care. 80 sucks.
Oh, look, there's a rest area. I'll pull in there. Everyone's in
Everything. Yeah. It's all parked. You can't get in. There's nowhere. You wind up pulling over on the side of the road and doing the thing you're not supposed to do to clean your windshield.
Yeah,
to
get out.
Clean you get out on the side of the road just to clean your windshield wipers because they're like all caked up with ice. Your windshield's all caked up with ice. Nothing is getting clean. They're just going. That's all they're doing. They're just moving it, and it's all caked up, and they keep moving further away from you.
Yeah.
And you're going, my windshield wipers are getting further away. And you try and reach
put the
out.
defroster on high. That'll melt it.
It ain't doing it.
Here's your windshield wipers.
Yeah. And then you sit. Then when you finally get to Brookville and you sit for a while and your truck warms up and the air is hot, all of a sudden all that ice on the roof lets
Just
loose and just slides right down.
There is
And you're like,
snow and ice in Massachusetts.
there is. I know. Don't tell me that. Let me live in my delusion. But no, I figure it's gonna be winter somewhere, everywhere. So I deal with it.
Not in
for-
Margarita, not in Margaritaville.
When Pitt opens up that Hawaii terminal, that's when I'm moving. You know what I mean? That's the terminal I'm transferring to.
Yeah.
How long could a haul be in? You don't want to get paid by the mile in Hawaii.
I just want to know where the line haul's going.
To the other end.
Yeah, that's it. And you want to. Why is there interstate highways in Hawaii?
I don't know. I don't
right?
get it.
Nobody gets it. Why? I don't know. It's not like it's
Some
going
senator
anywhere.
was pretty good at getting funds.
Yes. Federal funds. Amen, brother. Amen. It's crazy.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Interstate Hawaii. Interstate with what?
Yeah. Where you going?
California.
Well, it'd be kind of stupid to name it
a long
inter
ride.
Island, the Inter Island Highway.
Right.
You
The
can't
inner
even
loop
get
and the
from
outer
island
loop.
to island.
A way to get the government to pay for it.
It is. It is 100%.
Yeah, that's
It
crazy.
is.
But
Yes.
that's funny.
It
I
is.
know somebody that thought there was an actual bridge between California.
Wow. Now that's a long bridge.
Mm-hmm. Well, just drive there.
Yeah. Good
Have
luck
fun.
with that.
Drive off the pier at Santa Monica. Just keep go ahead and east or west. You'll find it.
Yeah. Just
Right.
yeah.
And there's no gas stations along the way.
No. Just float the thing there, you know. Put out your sails.
Yeah,
You're good. You're
There's
good.
the
Your
Audi with the sunroof.
Yep.
that's right.
It's amazing.
Go gadget car.
You know what? I love that, Brian. I'm going to get a bumper sticker that says "Coming About."
Coming about.
I'm going to put it in the Audi.
That's hilarious.
Tell the bumper sticker you have on your truck.
Which one? Rosie O'Donnell.
Uh-huh.
She didn't leave yet, did she?
Uh,
Or she
How the
moved back
hell-
now. Trump's
how the
out.
hell-
Trump's about, yeah.
How does it go? It's guns kill people like spoons made Rosie O'Donnell fat.
Amen, brother.
That's why we now have sporks.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That is
Just
good.
saying.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. Well, this has been a fun conversation with you guys.
Hilarious.
I have enjoyed every minute of it. It was so neat to get a chance to sit and talk with you
My cheeks
and
hurt. I've been laughing.
find out that you're in the service together. You went to college together. You guys have been together for a long time. You realize that?
40 years. 40
That
years
is-
married.
That is awesome. That is literally awesome. That is amazing.
Time.
It is a long time. And you get to a point where it's like, that's what I said to my wife. We're together 35 years. I'm like, we're together too long. I don't want to start over again. If anything happens to you, I'm just staying single. I'm done.
He just
And if
he just solved it.
Yeah,
He
if you-
just described the whole thing.
it's it,
Whoever
right?
checks out first wins.
Yeah, you just get to you just get to that point. Where it's like, and then you look at like YouTube videos or anything today, and you're like, I don't think so.
Oh my
I
God,
just-
those
just-
reality shows I
Oh,
can't even watch.
No, it's nuts. And you just like, I
Terrible.
don't
Yeah.
think so. It's just not happening.
I look
So I'm
at
like,
all
I'm
the
good.
old bats out there that might be available, and you
Yep.
know what? There ain't one that even comes close to my own.
No,
my old
exactly.
bat.
Right? That is my whole bat. Nice. Nice. You know you're married for a long time
You
when
can
you
tell
can
he's
say
a truck
that and
driver.
she just chuckles at you.
He's just,
get
his
it
mouth
later.
just kept rolling. He couldn't even hit the brake. I was waiting. Nope. We rolled right through that intersection.
Pull that trolley brake. Click. Stop.
Hey, your trucks don't even have a trolley brake.
What do you mean they don't?
Where's your trolley?
Yeah, it's right
brake?
there's a little knob, little
Yeah,
thing you pull down.
next to
Oh,
right
the little
underneath.
black one.
Yep, right underneath the hole in the dash where you put your phone.
I saved my ass one time.
The trolley brake.
Yeah,
What happened?
I looked in the mirror and my trailer was catching up with me.
When you're able
That.
to read the side of the trailer.
when you can read your own trailer. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It was a pup, and I wasn't going that fast. It was just a slippery road, so I tried it and it worked.
Nice.
Mm.
That's what Dean Yaki said.
Bring it back around.
You know what? Don't start.
You don't. You didn't have a good time.
I got my 3-day suspension.
Oh, for what?
What'd you do?
I blew a red light.
Oh, geez.
Is that all it takes?
Yeah, because while I was trying to string everything together, if I do this, and this, that should get me
Can I get a week or two?
You know, that's funny. That's funny. Switzer told me, he goes, hey, you need a couple days off. Just don't do it so close together.
Right. just do it so it's like,
Noted.
Spencer was the master. I got to give him that, man.
Yes. Yes. You know it. Well,
But
thank
now
you
he's
guys.
enjoying the retired
Thank you.
life over there.
Thank you.
He
I
brought-
know, right?
It's
Just
a great way
working
to
part
start the
time.
holiday weekend, I think.
I think
I
it
really
was.
enjoyed it.
I'm glad. I really am.
Thanks
I had
to
a
Tony
great
and
time.
Jack, too.
I will.
Right?
I will pass that on. Yeah. Thank you guys so
Definitely.
much. It was a blast.
It was.
I really
It
had a
was
good
fun.
time. I enjoyed it. This is what it's all about.
Yeah,
Just having conversation.
It's cool as hell.
It takes care of itself. Just talking.
Well, you guys are really good at it, too.
Well, Shipper is, he's the
Not me, man. I'm just here. I
he's the
just
man
show
behind.
up.
He's like the man behind the curtain. He pulls all the buttons and pushes all the levers.
Yeah, you see how many levers I put.
Yeah, I know. Your phone goes off. I forgot to put it on silent.
You know why it's still in, I don't think.
Well, on that note,
We're out.
we're out.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you guys so much for coming in. It really was a blast. Chipper?
Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoyed the show. And if they enjoyed the show, yes, I woke them up. Didn't mean to. Sorry about that.
They can gift wrap the show and share it and give it to somebody else.
That was awesome.
It was.
That was really good, dude. They can gift wrap the show and they can re-gift
You're right.
over.
Give the gift
and
that
over
keeps on giving.
and over. That's right. We're here every week, usually.
Right.
As long as Jack remembers, we're here every week.
Well, Jack don't even have to remember anymore. He just has to remember to put the show up every
Well,
week.
that's what I mean. Otherwise,
We record the shows.
if he
just
doesn't
needs
remember to put it up, we ain't here every week.
We're here, but
We're
we're
here,
not.
but we're not. We're invisible.
All right.
Well, we do hope you all enjoy the show. And if you enjoy the show, share the
Please
show.
Share the show.
Keep the hammer down.
And the Hammer Lane. Good night.
Good night.